What's going on, everybody? How we doing?
Hey, everybody.
Yeah, such a beautiful work of art, Lori. Good job. Good job, as always. What's up, Kraylin? How we doing? Hope everybody is well. Cat is over there. Oh, we're separated. Oh, man.
Yep.
Yeah. In the video game.
Yeah.
Always clarify.
A cat-free intro? We feel scammed.
No. There she is. No. She's fine.
Yeah, here I am.
We're just like, we're doing our own thing today. But yeah, sorry, go ahead, Cat.
We finally got everything we needed for the Vulcanus, like just before stream. So I was like, hey, I'm going to start off stream building the Vulcanus. So I'm going to be over here while he's doing his thing.
Heck yeah. And you got the pyrotheum, blazing pyrotheum liquid.
Yes, I do.
I saw you were using a like EV single block fluid extractor. We might need to change over to like a multi-block like LPF or something. That might not be fast enough, depending on how much we use the Vulcanus. It just kind of depends, I guess.
Pleased to meet you.
Yo, Rian, what is up? Yo, thank you.
Thank you very much, Rian and Lori. Damn, already separated. Guess those spiders finally broke the marriage. Dude, guys, he had spawners everywhere. I was
did. Yeah,
freaking out last night after stream. I was in here trying to get the rest of the multi-blocks done.
He refused to come back in until I cleared out all the spawners.
But I did come in, and guess what? They still weren't cleared out. There were still a couple left that I had to deal with myself.
Okay, well, listen, I forgot. I forgot everything that I did. And it wasn't my fault, by the way.
Oh, sure.
Bored? Well, hey, not bored enough to sub. Yo, thank you, Rian. It's good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Last time I was here, I reached ZPM in my own run. Been addicted. Yep, dude. Once you get it up out there, you're sticking around for the GTNH long term, probably. Yeah, that's awesome. I gotta say, you're coming up on UV. UV is one of my favorite chapters as well. I really hope you enjoy it. And yo, Stardust, what's up? Hello. And Crystal, what's up, everybody?
Was just watching VOD until I saw the notification.
Indeed,
that's
here we
awesome.
are. We're live. Same time as always. Right on time. Even though Kat is feeling a little bit under the weather, by the way, just breaking the fourth wall for a second, but
it's okay.
But she insisted on streaming anyway. So we might have to call it early, maybe not. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. But chat, I got a little mess to clean up. I did not realize when I summoned the meteor at the end of last stream, it was the IV field generator. I think I hate it when these meteors do this, so I don't really have a good way of cleaning this up. But we did the field generator IV. So we could get an Aquata. And we need an Aquata. And that kind of is going to be like getting to tier 3 rocket semi soon. But I wanted to go ahead and get it because then we can make ASOCs and then we can make Skypiercer Tower. Skypiercer Tower is totally happening today. Now, the question is it really going to be a tower or is it going to be more like a little mini satellite dish for now?
Mini satellite dish.
That's kind of what's going to happen, unfortunately, because every tier that you add, you need 4 assembler machine casing. And we talked about this the other day. Assembler machine casing, not easy. I don't think it'd be that bad for our current infrastructure. But yeah, 6 ZPM circuits per assembler machine casing. And Cat needs these for assembly line. Which, by the way, Kat, I think I decided I'm going to make my tutorial for Friday on a assembly line. So you can actually go watch it. And actually use it. Because you're going to be doing that pretty soon. Has Twist been updated to 2.8 betas? I don't know. I know that people are running Twist on the 2.8 beta. But I honestly haven't looked at the GitHub recently, so I don't know any details about that. It's kind of one of those things that I haven't worried about too much until I have to deal with it myself. So, Blade Master says, I require you two to drink water. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Thank you very much.
Absolutely. Yo, what's up?
And Crystal says, hope you feel better soon. Thank you very much, Crystal.
Stardust says, my internet just went out for an hour just as it comes back. I see you live. Yo, well, good timing.
Awesome. Sorry you lost your internet for a little bit, though. That always sucks.
Yeah, dude. And yo, Johnny, thank you for the follow. What's up? Yeah, dude, Kat and I for anybody who was here, like in 2024 and early 2025, we lost internet connection all the time. It was such a bad time streaming. And then we got the fiber, hasn't gone down once.
It's so nice
I'm
having
so
fiber now.
not to flaunt that in front of you or anything, Stardust, but I don't know. We suffered for a really long time. Let's just say
Yeah.
that. The only real thing that that's requires is rat jams. Okay. Well, I don't know if rat jams are gonna keep me hydrated, but you know, sure. What about beta 2? I don't know, but beta 3 is out now, right? Yeah, I don't know about beta 2. I don't know what other people have been doing. Yeah, just doing a little maintenance check over here, chat. You know what though? I need to go back to that meteor. I need to clean that up. Now I remember we used to have trouble because I was using the bound pickaxe to clean this up. Wait, which one is activated? This one's activated, right? Yeah. We used to not have enough blood in the network to do this, but we should have plenty now. I could probably just spam click and without too many troubles. I love the bound pickaxe. This is so fun to do sometimes. Every now and then. But how's everybody doing? Hope everybody had a good past 24 hours since we last saw you. Kat, I was just thinking about this before stream, but you and I have got to make plans for if we're going to do any streams over the weekend.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Because we have a lot of stuff to fulfill, chat. I did cross another one off the list from yesterday. Kat gets spiders spawned on her all day. The 150.
Yep.
We
that was delightful.
we finally got rid of it, but we got a whole lot left to do. I'm sure Lori is waiting on that rat emoji pretty soon. We got co-op Skyrim, we got piano cover stream, we got co-op Elden Ring, we got co-op Project Zomboid. We got like 4 different things to do there. That's wild. Oh, and then we have to swap DoubleHelix roles for a day.
That's true.
Yep.
I think that we should try and space these out throughout the month.
Yeah.
Like as best we can.
Yeah, you know, we don't need to
about, like
get
a
it all.
monthly celebration kind of thing.
Yeah, I kind of agree. Yeah. So we'll knock out at least one over the weekend. Maybe 2. I know, Laura, you were particularly interested in the Project Zomboid. Should we do some Project Zomboid on like Friday or Saturday this time or something?
I know there are several people that really enjoy Project Zomboid.
It's been too long where I don't remember anything about it. I think we're gonna have to start fresh.
That's fine.
Yeah.
I mean, that's one of those games that you start fresh all the time anyway. Remember, you die and you have to make a new character.
True. That is true. Yeah. I want to watch Vin suffer. Oh no. Well, that shouldn't be too hard to provide.
Right?
Should not have any trouble with that. Been doing so much building. I'm almost 200,000 marble so far, dude. Again, I commend you for not using world edit. You know, Kat and I would have caved by now if we were you.
Oh yeah.
Let's see. I think that is all of it. Good. Gotta figure out something else to summon. I don't know what yet. We'll leave it for now. Hold on. Is this okay? Yeah, it's deactivated. Okay, good. Apparently, if you leave that activated, even if it's in your backpack, I think it'll still consume blood. I don't think that really matters for our situation that much. But oh yeah, I do need to upgrade this altar. With runes of, is it Rune of Acceleration, I think? So I think Rune of Acceleration determines how, like, the per tick interval for when it decides to intake blood again. And so the default is 20 ticks, but each Rune of Acceleration you put down, it lowers that to 19 ticks, then 18 ticks, etc. I think I need to get a bunch of these. I'm going to put a pin in that so I don't forget. Internet just went gone again. I'm back. Oh my gosh. I'm sorry.
Oh my gosh.
I feel your pain. I totally understand. Oof. Firestone lens for Nether Star. Yep. One of the weird uses of Nether Star early game. I remember Kat and I were having to do that when we were trying to be like completionists with the quest book. I think it was MV.
I really do like completing the quest book though. I thought that was
that was a really good exercise. I'm glad we did that. I just don't think I'd want to do it again right away. Isn't there a quest for the builder yet? From BC Factory or something? Or filler. I think it's called the filler, yeah. You need a Firestone crystal for that. I remember when Kat and I used to, this was before the world edit days when Kat and I played legit as far as our building goes. And yeah, Yeah, I used to use this filler. I think I saw Threefold use this, and I was like, oh, it was kind of a nice throwback to, because you used to have to use this a lot, like back in the day, other 1.7 mod packs.
It was just so not fun playing without world edit. Like, I remember we used to dread doing our builds on Neo Tokyo.
No. Okay, yeah, in the very beginning. See, I forget. Yeah, we did not use world edit in the beginning of Neo Tokyo. That's true. Yeah.
Like, I remember, like, we added it like right around the time that we were working on Market Square, and you were like really overwhelmed with the project, and then you finally got convinced to do world edit, and you're like dunzo, and you're like, why did I wait so long?
Yep. It felt glorious.
Totally improved our gameplay.
Oh gosh. Well, we'll try not to do too much world edit in front of you today, Crystal.
Aw.
Don't worry about it. Oh, you mean for Meteor? Oh, I understand what you're now what you're saying, Blade. Let's see. Let's take a look at that real quick.
So
yeah, because we have access to some new ones. Well, we've had access to this one for a while, actually. Does this have? Sorry, Cat. 1 second. Does this have? It does have another Star Ore. Okay. You know what? I think we were getting another Star Ore via another ritual as well. No, maybe not. Oh, no. We're getting it from the B, Blade. Yeah, I forgot. I was like, where are we getting all of our nether stars from? Yeah, we're getting it from the B. So, in fact, I've got 49,000 that's just like literally sitting in the system, not doing anything. Need to get that sifting. Sorry, go ahead, Kat. What's up?
Well, this Vulcanus control block says that you need a pyrotheum hatch.
Correct.
But there's not a thing called a pyrotheum hatch. Do I just need an input hatch that is set to pyrotheum?
No, it is a special hatch. It just might be called something different. What is it called? Let's see.
There's a pyrotheum heating vent.
That is probably it. Yep, that's it.
Okay.
It's a classic called one thing here, called something else over here.
That is so dumb.
That could be a little confusing. Bees, that explains it. Yeah. We got that going pretty early on, I think. Actually, what is even giving us that? Speaking of bees, chat, I do have an update on bees. I actually did, I was kind of poo-pooing the bees yesterday on stream. We actually did do some bee stuff.
Yeah, had to.
Yes. So apparently I had not had the explosive bee going all this time. I think I made it initially, and then we made like a round of industrial TNT, enough to make the tier 1, tier 2 rocket. And then I took it off and I just never put it back on. And so I went over to the bee area. We did a couple things, by the way. Yeah, I'll come over here and show what's going on here. Dude, I had a massive headache after stream, and I cooked dinner, and then I literally passed out for 3 hours. Woke up, Cat's like, we don't have any industrial TNT. I'm like, oh god, okay. So I get back on here, and where is it, dude? And we got the explosive bee back on here somewhere. Jeez, dude. I need to organize this or something. Or better yet, let's just get the map going. Cat, work on that.
The what?
The map.
Oh, yeah, I'll get right on that.
There it is. Oh, but it's gone. So it's gone for a reason, chat. I put it back in here. I think we were getting like 2 industrial TNT every minute or something like that. And I thought, no, that is not going to do. So we went down a whole rabbit hole, and I looked up industrial apiary. Right. Because we've got a power spine, we've got 16 amps of LUV. I thought, you know what? Like, we could totally afford to power this thing at this point. So we made this, and the weird, difficult problem with this is actually the woven silk. So we actually didn't have anything to make silk wisps. You can get them 2 ways. You can get them from centrifuging the silky propyl, which we also didn't have, or you can get them from a wispy queen. And I thought, you know what? Okay, let's take a look at this. I got the wispy, which required ghastly, which then required fatty, which then required skulking, so went down the whole line. Unfortunately, this was another example of something where ghastly and wispy both had 1x fertility. I freaking hate that about the bees. I wish if I could change one thing about the entire bee metagame in GTNH, it would be to get rid of 1x fertility. I think it's just annoying and bad gameplay.
It makes you hate your life.
Yeah, it's just stupid. Like, can we just not do that, please? So anyway, got that. Got our first industrial apiary. I've got to figure out where I want to put these. You know, obviously like somewhere along the power spine, or we could use EU P2P. It was complaining about sunlight, even though the bee I bred didn't really need it. I don't know why, but anyway, I put it in here at the bottom of the temple for now. It's not in the way of anything. But we got our industrial apiary going. We got our explosive bee, and I don't even think I have the right traits on it. I think you want shortest lifespan when you're dealing with the industrial apiary. It's weird. Like you want shortest lifespan for the industrial apiary, but then you want longest lifespan for the alveary and the mega apiary, I think. Chat, correct me if I'm wrong. Any bee experts in the chat? But I'm pretty sure that's correct. But we still got longest lifespan on here, so it's not as efficient as it could be. And I'm only doing like, what is that, 9,400 EU? So that's like, what, a little bit over IV amp? So nothing crazy. But we're getting, can I wait? Yeah, I'm not going to wait on this. But long story short, we're getting about 55 to 60 industrial TNT every minute. Or every minute and a half. So, TNT. 50,000, cat. What do you think of that?
That's great.
Yeah.
Sorry.
She's very proud. You can hear it in her voice.
I am kind of sad about my life at the moment.
Okay, what's going on with you? What's wrong?
So I've already assembled the Vulcanus, right?
Do you need an ingot made in the EBF?
I need clear glass made from the EBF.
Oh my god.
So I'm like, crap, man.
Wait, is there any other way to make clear glass? Hold on. You just need Tinker's Construct clear glass, right?
Yeah, okay. I just need, I think, just one clear glass.
There's got to be another way. Here you go, Kat. Put you need one clear glass. Go put glass into a casting basin in the Tinker's Construct smeltery.
Wait, hold on. Can we use a chisel? Chisel works.
Oh, does chisel work? Oh, okay. Yeah, there you go. That too. Although if you had to use the Tinker's smeltery, I would laugh. Yeah, thank you, chat. Thank you, Stardust.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Blade.
That was so
everybody coming in with the hot tip.
I was like, you've got to be kidding me. I do not want to tear this apart. That's how, like, don't you love when that happens? Like you get something done and then you're like, oh,
I've definitely been there before.
I still need something else.
That's how I knew, without you even saying anything, I knew exactly what had happened. Yeah, what's up, HJM? Good to see you. And yeah, Minky Pinky, hello. Does any of you use World Edit my worlds, which is why my builds always end up looking bad. It is really tough, especially without a building gadget. I mean, we have Matter Manipulator now, so maybe it'll be a little more feasible to make, you know, some really nice builds in survival. And when I say feasible, like, it's always possible, right, chat? But, like, you know, just depends on how much time you have, right? Yo, Deadly, what's up? Don't know if you saw this, but I found this about the primordial disjunctus. Oh, let's take a look at that. By the way, we did figure out how to make it work yesterday. Let's go back over to Thumbcraft real quick, and then I'll pull up that GitHub. But yeah, long story short, we did figure out how to make this work. Blazing did help us quite a bit. Basically, we needed, I think the magic number was around 128. We'll check this GitHub in a second, but yeah, 128 CentEV. We tried 64, that wasn't enough. So I put another node there, and then it finally worked. So it went from like 1% on boost and purification to suddenly 100%. And it just works. Now, are we really using this? No, but you know, it's not hurting anything either, I guess. So Hephaestus's EBF. Who's that?
Oh yeah, well. That's isn't it Greek mythology?
Oh yeah, that sounds right.
Isn't that like blacksmith or something?
Oh, that kind of makes sense, huh? What's
been
up,
a long
Nova?
time since I've like looked at mythology stuff.
Glad you got it working. Yeah. So you do need some pretty insane notes. Now, thankfully, we've been using the empowering bee. For those who don't know about this, it's a bee that gives off the empowerment effect, I think is what it's called. And you put nodes next to the empowering bee whenever it's, in an apiary or whatever. And you can put a world accelerator next to the apiary and it'll go to town. So we had some nodes that were over 5,000, I think. And actually, it hadn't been working for a long time, so it could have been way better. But yeah, stabilize those. You get around 64% EV. All I know is 2 Ordo, 3 Perditio. Yeah, no, the Stardust. If you don't know about the empowering bee, this is one of like a big reason to get into bees if you're doing magic stuff, in my opinion. Because yeah, I got all these. You can keep them in jars here, which is nice, and they'll slowly collect. You can put a world accelerator right next to the apiary. Wait, it's not working again. Oh, I never fixed it. Oh.
Uh-oh.
Oh, I never put my filter here because my filter wouldn't make because I don't know. I think it was Cat's fault or something.
What?
Yeah, I think it was.
You blaming everything on me?
Uh-huh. Okay.
But
So we're gonna do priority 0 insert there, and then we're gonna priority like -6 insert these right here. There we go. Is that gonna work? Hello? Oh, probably because the queen doesn't have anywhere to go, maybe? No? Wait, why is this not working? Hold on. 0. Oh. There we go. That'll do. Okay, so now it's back on. Yeah, we'll see how well these do over the next week. I'm curious, because, yeah, obviously this hasn't been running a whole lot. WTF am I looking at? Said any early game Greg player. There's a lot. There's a lot. Listen, Kat and I have a lot of hours in this. How many hours do we have in GTNH? That's a good question. We got 1,200 in this world. I think we had something like over, or like 2,500 combined in our previous world. And then before that, maybe like another 700 or something. Whatever those numbers add up to, chat. That's a lot. HV unlocked. I'm at officially the furthest point I've ever been. Yo, Solarius, let's go. Solarius
awesome.
going big this time. When I make an HV hull, that'll be the furthest I've ever gone. Yeah, congratulations. That is huge. You ever need any help? Yeah, be sure to hang out in our Discord. Everybody's always happy to help there. You're about to get into clean room territory pretty soon. I hope you have enough black steel. You're gonna need a lot of black steel. Only 6 years to get here. Hey, you know what? Some of the better GTNH gameplays in those first few ages. Now, I've said many times my favorite is EV to Ivy, but before that, I also really enjoy. I think the only parts that I really don't enjoy. What are the ages that I don't enjoy in GTNH? Probably ZPM is one of them. And then maybe maybe UXV. Probably ZPM and UXV, yeah. UHV is a little weird. I don't like all the bacterial that nonsense. Oh, bless you, Cat. Why ZPM? ZPM has gotten a little bit better since the waterline, but overall, the problem with ZPM is there's just not much to do. You've got NACline, which is okay. Getting tier 2 fusion reactor, it's like, okay, whatever. More tiers of water, okay. But there's nothing really exciting here. Like the only really quote unquote interesting thing are these like hidden quest things over here, but I mean I don't find that personally that interesting, unfortunately. So I know Dream Master loves this part, like the hidden quest thing or whatever. I'm just not a fan overall, personally. I wouldn't call it a horrible age. It's just kind of like, well, it almost feels like just a stepping stone in between LUV and UV. That's probably how I would describe it best. And then in-game UXV, I just don't like. I'm hoping that Twist Space makes that a little bit better, but you know, we'll find out. Or the hidden quests. They're very non-intuitive, Minky Pinky. You can, this is totally what Kat and I did. We just went into the BQ admin edit mode. And then there you can see them, right? So what you need to trigger these quests are Singularity, which you might just do incidentally. Shard of Creation. Sorry, spoilers, chat. The Life and Soul Shards. And then the Unknown Crystal Shard. But like, I think there's some kind of cryptic language in the quests right above them that hint at these items. But I never really got it. So... And then eventually you get down here, you get a really nice CPM battery. So, you know, we were being completionists with the quest book, which meant that we did have to check this out. But anyway, sorry. Spoilers, chat. What's up, Kat?
I need your help.
Okay. In the game?
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
to the temple.
I've got the pyrotheum heating vent. Do I just put like a dual interface on it?
What's the problem? By the way,
how do I get the flipping fluid in here?
Oh, into the. Well, yeah, you could do a pump dual interface. I mean,
do I do like fluid export buses, or do I just leave the dual on here? Because this needs to like always have the pyrotheum in here, right?
Yes. Yeah.
What's the best way to keep the fluid in here?
Well, just provide it with the dual interface and then use a pump import. It's the same way you've done it on many multi-blocks before.
Guys, I was saying this yesterday, like, because of the break that we took, I'm having to like,
oh no,
reconfigure my brain for GTNH machines again.
I'm sorry. You know what was funny? Like, we were having hydrogen problems off stream. And so I was over there trying to fix that yesterday. And so what was really funny is I saw this exact same thing where Cat's using the dual interface and then, you know, pump on import. Yeah. Which is kind of the best way to provide fluids until you get the fluid stocking patch. Which, by the way, chat, what age is that now? What age is that in 2.8? I always forget. They're nerfing it, right? Can you not get that until like, UV or something stupid now? What is it at the moment? Fluid, stocking fluid patch. Oh no, it's already UV. Oh god, they're making it worse? Why?
So delightful.
Why? Vin being rude to Porket? No. I would never. Rat Legend would never do such a thing. Yeah, the rats will always treat Cat kindly. Sure thing. Almost at LV soon. It'll be the furthest I've ever gotten. Yo, let's go. That's
awesome.
LV is very fun. Get cozy. It's a big quest chapter. You can blow through it pretty quickly, but it's nice to get a lot of infrastructure going in this age. And yeah, don't get too overwhelmed by the quest book. There's like a couple generalized directions, but yeah, you just start making a bunch of those single blocks. You do have to make an EBF. That's like a really big thing in LV. You have to go over here. You have to get lead so you can make a soldering iron. That's a big part. It's a little like middle left branch. What are you doing?
I'm having problems. Oh, no. Okay, there's too many things.
I've never seen anybody do that before.
It was an accident, but I can't get it off.
I didn't even know you could do that. We learned.
Oh my god! I just
put it in the middle. Oh god. Okay, there you go.
You see what the problem is?
Okay, there you go.
Every like slight move, and it like ends up accidentally going somewhere else.
We got there. Making first EBF felt so rewarding. Stardust, the first time I ever made the EBF, I constantly power filled it. I think the problem that I had with that, which is why I usually recommend people change their power source at that point, is I was trying to use steam. And I guess I just didn't realize that I didn't have enough steam throughput in my pipes. Because 4 steam generators, like the LV steam generators, or what are they called? Steam turbine, that's right. Yeah, 4 of these, having to constantly pump out full amperage for your EBF. Yeah, if you don't have good steam throughput, you're gonna have a really bad time. So this was, I guess this was like 4 or 5 years ago when I was doing this, but it was a question. It was rough. So I recommend like light fuel or something like that by that point.
Do I need to drag this blazing pyrotheum right here up here to this?
No.
I don't do anything?
No, you do something, but not there. It is next to the wrench at the top right.
This thing?
Mm-hmm. That's how you provide the fluids, yeah. And
yeah, I remember doing this before. I forgot about that.
This is something you're going to have to remember later on, is that each of those little spots is capable of 16,000 liters per tick.
Okay.
And you will, like, if we ever do like plasmas from the fusion reactor, when you're like moving stuff around, or like when you're moving the steam around, you will run into throughput issues unless you fill multiple of those slots. So each slot can do, yeah. So it's capable of up to 96,000 liters per tick.
Okay.
Which is pretty fast for, a lot of situations at this point, but.
Hold on. Why are they making it where you have to hold shift to place pumps, conveyors, and all that? That sounds really lame.
Wait, what?
Well, it says in 2.8, they're making it where you have to hold shift.
Oh, weird. I thought that would just apply to, like okay, yeah. I mean, the reason that they're doing that is so that you don't place, like, let's say you have remember you'd have like a little piece of foil in your hand or something, and then you'd right click part of a multi, and then it would go on by accident. Yeah. But I thought that just applied to certain things. I didn't know that applied to everything. That's fine though. We'll adjust to that.
It's going to take like some getting used to.
That will definitely. Yep.
Yeah, to not get foiled again.
Yeah, exactly. Yep.
How many times have we put plates on things? I think I've done that one the most.
I used to do it all the time. Yeah.
All right. Guys, we finally have Vulcanus.
We got it.
Oh my god.
Thought they had us in the first half. All right, let's test it out, Kat. I'm excited.
Yeah. Well, I want to go change these names really fast.
Dude, I can push Vin to try No Man's Sky. Wait, No Man's Sky is not on the list. Yo, thank you, Blade. thank you for the $10. Let's change that goal. Thank you.
Look at that. Like, he really does like space things and building spaceships. So I'm surprised that you haven't wanted to go play this since Blade has been talking about that.
No, to be clear, I have tried it. I just didn't get very far. I just kind of lost interest after a while, but
not since that update.
Well, how long ago was this? It was like 6 or 8 months ago. I tried. It was off stream, but I mean, I'd be willing to try it again. Heck, I gave up on Hollow Knight. I mean, after enjoying it for a good bit, I gave up on Hollow Knight, and then I came back and beat it. I had to look up where one particular, like, Metroidvania upgrade was. Not sure. Also redeemed a GIF, but it didn't work for me either, though I'm a pro member. Yeah, oh yeah, no, Blade. It was Nova who said that he redeemed a GIF on Streamlabs, the donation portion, but I don't even know what that is, and also it just doesn't show up on our list at all. Whenever I go to Streamlabs, like, I hope y'all are not getting scammed, because I mean, as far as I know, we're not getting anything from that. Yeah, let me go double check. 6 to 8 months, a lot has changed. Okay. Might be worth another look-see then. You got it refunded? Yeah, I'm sorry, guys. I don't know. I wish I knew more about that or understood what that even is, but yeah, it just doesn't show up on our end as anything that y'all did anything in that regard. But I'm glad you were able to take care of it, Nova.
All right, so we officially had the Vulcanus, and then last night after stream, I did get the polarizer set up. We've got that going.
Oh yeah, I didn't even see that. Nice.
Yeah, and let's see, was there something else? Oh, I also made the bending and the forming press
quads. Yep.
So
dude, we're in such good shape.
Yeah, I think we are in pretty good shape right now.
The only thing that I would recommend potentially is more IV circuit assemblers inside that PA, which is going to require a higher energy hatch as well. So,
okay. That was something I was kind of wondering about, is because I remember there was something about this and I actually can't remember what it was. So like if I have 4 in here,
mm-hmm.
and I want to increase it to like 8.
Mm-hmm.
Right now we've got the IV 4 amp energy hatch. So would I need like what, an 8 energy hatch or something?
Correct, but they only are in like powers of 4. So you'd have to do a 16 amp. Yeah.
Okay.
Which means you probably might as well just make 16.
That's what I was about to say. Should I just go ahead and make 16?
I mean, why not? Listen, that's really going to pay off whenever we need to make all those ZPM circuits.
Yeah.
For the assembly line, which is coming pretty soon. Kat, we can't even make the tier 4 rocket without the assembly line. So that's definitely happening.
Wow. Okay. IV 16 amp energy hatch.
If you want to wait until... Actually, I might even make it tonight. Yeah, I didn't get around to my tutorial making yesterday, but I might make the assembly line tutorial tonight. And then if you wanted, we could even watch it tomorrow. And we could start taking a look at that if you wanted. No pressure. But long story short, it'll be made for you to use. Assembly line is always a fun time. Yeah, I mean, I remember having, quite a bit of trouble my first time trying to mess with that. There was honestly very little documentation at the time as well. I don't know if there are any YouTube videos about that specifically, but I'm going to make my own anyway. Also, back when I was trying to do it, there was no advanced blocking card. So it was a little awkward. But yeah, since then, it's much, much easier. Well, I say much easier, relatively. It's Cam Labs. Shit, dude, I don't know what's going on with that. But yeah, thank you again, Blade. What you thinking, Kat?
I'm gonna go hog wild on these machines real fast.
Hog wild. Yeehaw.
All right. Let's see. Let's take a look at the quest book.
And by the way, while you're doing that, Kat, I am going to make a recipe that you and I need to make a mental note that we need to change this recipe later. Okay.
Okay.
The recipe is, if I look up Naquata oxide mixture. Sorry, I know you were trying to focus on something. I just wanted to get this out of the way real quick. This recipe right here, which is circuit 2. So I think I'm actually going to have to make a special slot for this. I don't think, did this used to be circuit 2, chat? I don't remember this being circuit 2, but anyway. Long story short, yeah, we got to make these Naquata nuggets. And then I'm going to be using the nuggets to make ingots. But there's going to be a much, much better way for us to get Naquata ingots later on. So this is something that we need to come back and we need to change. Basically, remember with platinum, we did the really inefficient recipe with the platinum dust in the EBF to make the nuggets. It's like the exact same thing, but with Naquata.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Makes sense. I think while this stuff is cooking up, I'm going to look at the space stuff.
Ooh. Tier 3 rocket?
Yep. I'm going to work towards it.
Today?
Yep. We'll see if we can get there today.
Yeah. We got the TNT now, thankfully.
Something else that we need to do that you mentioned you were going to work on was new gear, right?
Yeah, well, I am kind of like taking a left turn today, but we do need to work on that for the Gaia Guardian fight.
Yeah.
So that is on my list of things to do. But because you were able to make the IV field generator yesterday, and I was able to get that meteor going, and we now have Naquata, that's why I'm able to make the Skypiercer Tower. And we had almost everything ready to go for that. The only thing that we couldn't make before, chat, were these high computation stations, which are part of the controller. Because those required ASOCs, which required the Naquata doped silicon boule. But now we can make that. So definitely wanted to get that rolling today. It's kind of our feature thing today. Why rocket just dimension TP? Okay. Dude, I like the rockets a whole lot. You know, do they get a little bit samey after a while? Yeah, sure. But I love having a rocket collection. I always loved Galacticraft. Ever since Kat and I played with it, our first encounter with it was in Project Ozone 2, I want to say. Mm-hmm. And I liked the implementation there. We had a good time. Can someone tell me why I would want to make SMD diodes? So you probably don't initially, Stardust. Oh my god. Lori!
What the crap, Lori?
Oh no. Just donated $78. Rat Religion redeem must be obtained so Rat Religion will provide. Oh my god, dude.
Oh my god, thank you.
You have done
Lori.
way too much, Lori. Thank you. Thank you.
You have been so incredibly generous. Thank you.
That's insane, chat. That's insane. The madman, the mad lad. With the 39 points.
All the rats.
There it is. All right. Kat and I have our work cut out for us. Over the next week.
Yeah.
You got to work on the rat emoji. I got to work on the rat redemption. Yeah, we'll get that done in a couple days.
Yeah.
Immediately after asking a question, my internet goes out again. Oh no, I'm sorry. I was about to address your question. Yo, Lori, thank you again. That's insane. Thank you. What's up, Wolfpack? Yes. K comrade, yes. Oh, the rats are gonna take over, chat. You know what? I mean, it was bound to happen eventually, I guess.
Yeah.
We'll fight back. Another battle will be had later. Until then, I suppose we must acquiesce. Got to keep my savings below a certain amount, otherwise I'll have to pay more in taxes. This guy's like min-maxing life.
Yeah, he is.
But yeah, Stardust. So let's take a look at that real quick. And chat, I got to go change the goal here in a second, because that one is in the books. SMD diode, or let's just look up diode in general. So you do want to make these for a while. By the way, if you are not aware of this, Stardust, I would highly recommend doing this quest right here. It's a redemption quest. I believe it's either every 20 minutes or 40 minutes, something like that. It might be 40 minutes. But use your technician coins to get more diodes. Highly recommend this. That'll help kind of ease your transitions. But I'm blanking on where you are in the game again. I know we were just talking about it earlier. But long story short, the diodes, eventually you just end up gallium arsenide just ends up not really being an issue anymore, and then platinum, you get platline going, especially, or even like the baby platline, like just the platinum part of the platline. And then this platinum is no longer an issue either. And this does end up being more convenient. But another reason that you would want to do that is not even the like the materials cost, but it is the processing time. So a lot of times with these SMDs, what it comes down to is there's a certain inflection point in your playthrough where you no longer are worried about the material cost of making these throughout the, you know, the different tiers and stuff. You're more worried about processing time than anything else. And, you know, making even 8 of these diodes in 30 seconds, that's no good. We need to go faster, right? Hence the 64 with this. And I feel like there are a couple of recipes that require the SMD diode specifically, chat. Am I correct about that? Yeah, eventually you need to make these wraps. So eventually it just becomes like a literal requirement. But not for a while. Late envy. Okay, right. Okay, so Platinum becomes easier than tantalum. Well, I don't think you can use... Oh, yeah, you can use tantalum here. Yeah, like I was saying before, Stardust, it just becomes like a processing question more than anything. So you can only make 32 every 60 seconds with this recipe. Whereas with the... Oh, no, wait. That's MV and that's LV. Those do kind of equal out, don't they? Interesting. I see what you're saying, like between those two recipes specifically, this tantalum one and this one. You might be able to get away with this one for a long time if you want to. With the tantalum, that's fine. But like I said before, I think there are a couple recipes where you will require these eventually. So you'll eventually get the circuit assembly line, which will require the wraps of SMD diodes specifically. And those are required in order to make your, you know, like more efficient circuits, like your elite nanocomputers here, stuff like that.
Hey there, Mossy.
Good integrated circuit right here as well. And Mikasi, well, yo, what's up? And Petit Fleur Blue with the 5 Raiders. Yo, what's up? How's it going? How was your stream today?
Kraylin, that's a galaxy brain idea. Turn Cat and Bin in a tax write-off. That's so funny. Very smart, Lori.
Sorry, chat. I'm just trying to do a little shout out. There we go. How's yours? We're doing good. Kat just got the Vulcanus going. Did we ever test anything out, by the way?
Well, stuff is cooking up there right now.
It says not enough fluid output space. Oh.
What?
So there are like 1 or 2 recipes where I think we were just voiding the fluid. Which recipes are those? Oh, it's this tungsten trioxide recipe. Yeah. Which produces CO2 gas, which we really don't care about. So all you need to do is to come to the controllers, Cat, and go to voiding mode, void fluid. Yep.
Void fluid.
There it is. Now, one other thing that I think we should do is, and I've never tried this with a subnet before, but chat, can we do smart blocking mode with a subnet like this? I feel like that should work, right? Because for the Vulcanus to do its parallels properly, Cat, we need more of these dusts in here. Yeah, just dump into the atmosphere. Yeah, easy. We have pollution off, so it's not a problem.
Exactly.
Only we had that in real life.
Play with pollution. We tried it when we first played GTNH, and we hated it so much.
So yeah, Kat, I'm gonna try doing the smart blocking mode on here. I want to see if this works.
Okay.
Oh, it's totally working. Oh, look at that.
Oh heck yeah.
The tungsten steel is just going in there. So the reason that you want that,
it's gonna be nice.
Yeah. So the reason that you want that, and you might already understand this, Kat, but for anybody who doesn't, you want the parallels to go as much as they can. Now, we do know from our friend Soul9 that there is a way to fine tune this. And I think different materials require different amounts. So there's sometimes where like, if you, this is just an example, this isn't correct, but there might be a situation where you want to do exactly 7 tungsten steel ingots and they'll go way faster than 8 at a time for some reason. Some weird math going on with the Vulcanus. I don't think Kat and I are going to worry about little details like that, as helpful as that would be. And I really enjoyed watching 9 kind of fine tune that to perfection. That was cool.
Dude, 9 seriously has so many big brain moments.
9 is
flipping genius.
9 is built differently. Okay,
I love getting poisoned, blinded, and slowed all at the same time. Yeah, that sounds like a fantastic time.
Wait, what? How did that happen? Mr. Extreme says, for Vulcanus, I put at least 8 outputs in pattern 256 for Mega. Yep. You definitely want to do that. Now, thankfully, we don't have to worry about that as much. I've been a little late to the party, chat, but this smart blocking mode, if you're not using this in your world, whenever you're using blocking mode, I definitely highly recommend it. So it's smart enough to realize, okay, there's not going to be a recipe conflict here, so I could just dump all the tungsten steel required in one go like this. Now, I guess the only negative side to this is that, let's say that you have a multi-step crafting recipe and it requires the EBF in multiple places. You're going to kind of be making it in large batches instead of like a little bit at a time. So if you wanted the items to trickle in, this might not be a good idea. But I think overall, this is probably a good thing to use. And I'm glad it works on a subnet with the advanced blocking guard as well. That's great.
And this
Parallels
is
before OCs. What's taking a minute?
Everything that needs to cook up in that Vulcanus right now.
A crash in GTNH taking a while? Crazy.
Oh my gosh.
Crazy. Chat, there is one thing that I do need to do here. I need a circuit 2 for that Naquata nugget. Let's see, what kind of channel situation do we have here?
While this is cooking up,
okay,
I'm going to step away for just a minute. I'll be right back though, okay?
Yeah, sure thing. Let's see, chat. Let's turn both of these off. Unfortunately, we're gonna have to wait here. Because yeah, I think I'm gonna put a dual input buffer IV. These are from TwistSpace, if you don't know, and they can hold items and fluids. Definitely using these a lot more. Big fan. Here, I'm gonna cancel that craft for now. Wait, what are we on about, Lori? I gotta catch up with chat. Got pollution on. Is it bad that I already saw grass change color around my EBF? Yep, it happens real quick. Especially with the EBF. That thing is a monster polluter. Best of luck, Stardust, is all I could say. Kat and I are not big, like, experts on playing with pollution on. So. Parallels before OCs, yeah. Also agree there's weird shenanigans with GTNH math like the Vulcanus. I just voided 48 UHV frames in a QC with a stable setup after running it for 300 plus hours. Wait, what is a Q? I don't know what a QC is. Or I can't. Oh, quantum computer, I guess. Oh, yeah. Weird, Mr. Extreme. Are you using the GTNH wiki recommendations for the quantum computer? I have had circuits do that to me before in the quantum computer, but it was always like my fault. I did something stupid. Let's see. We need a dual interface, chat. We have no dual interfaces. I bet Kat has them all. I bet she's hoarding them. Where's her little special chest? She has like a special compressed chest somewhere. She's hiding all the goods. I can't find it. Oh well. It's okay. We'll just wait on that, I guess. But yeah, we can go ahead and put the dual input buffer in there though. Like so. Let's see. This is going to be circuit 2. And then we're going to do this recipe right here. This is nitrogen gas, Naquata oxide mixture dust. I mean, we're providing nitrogen gas by default. Actually, the more I think about this, the more I think I might actually mess something up if I do it this way. Can I just get a normal interface instead? I should probably just do a normal input bus for now. Because we're providing all of our fluids for the EBF passively. So yeah, I might mess something up. Let's go ahead and do circuit 2 there. We can go ahead and turn these back on. Guys, why do you have lamps on the multi-block? These lamps are, yeah, fixtures. So we have maintenance covers on pretty much all of our multis. So needs maintenance cover. You put that on here adjacent to whatever block you want the fixture on it. It can't be a hatch, so it has to be like a normal casing block. It's like coils work, for example. And then you do need to make sure that you use the soldering iron on the top portion and set that to strong instead of weak. And then whenever you have maintenance on your machine, the light will pop up. So it's really nice before you have, automatic maintenance stuff. Which you can start doing in LUV. There's the drone center that you can start doing in LUV. But this is nice because we can just take like a really quick glance in the room, see if anything has maintenance or not. Go over to Plat-Line over here. Any maintenance? No, I think Cat already took care of most things. So, takes a little bit of investment, takes a little bit of time to get that in all your multis, but I highly recommend it. That way you're not having to like come over here and look at the tooltip on every single controller. Yeah, no problem. I posted Cat's perfect Christmas gift over on Discord in the general topic. Oh no. Yeah, we'll show this spider warning chat. We'll show this before she comes back. Why would you do this? Wait. Oh no, the adoption. Oh, I forgot all about this, Nova. Oh my gosh, dude. $60 adoption with plush. You get a plush as well. That is a really cool idea. I actually like that a lot. Oh, she already saw it. She already saw it. Oh man, I love it. I love it. Oh, also, 1 second, chat. Oh, who was it? I forget. Yeah, posted the primordial disjunctus thing earlier. Let's check this out. Let's see, he was testing the primordial disjunctus felt was not producing nearly enough primal aspects to be worth the power inserted. I mean, we're getting 1 EV. Yeah, we're getting 128 primal aspects every 20 seconds on 1 EV amp, which is not great. I mean, it's fine. So change scan information to be more descriptive. Added Wayla information. Okay. Changed English tooltip. Nice. Big pog. Buffed rate at which primal aspects are generated to at minimum 3.2 per second of each primal at max speed 20,480. I don't know what kind of percentage increase that is, but I mean, that sounds good. Fixed node purification to decrease properly and stops resetting on structure checks. Oh, yeah. You know what? We were totally having that happen. Like I would put, I think this is related. I would put the controller in the machine and it would just like automatically start up with it. It had some weird structure check stuff going on whenever I was messing with it. Made cycle time fixed to be 1 second. Once it goes below 1 second of processing time. Interesting. That's an interesting change. Okay. So hard to play GTNH as everybody thinks. You know, let me take a look at the rest of this real quick and then I'll answer your question. Because kind of yes, kind of no. Well, that didn't work. I can't read all that, chat. Overall, I'm glad that this is kind of getting some attention and care. Now, this is back in April. Maybe we already have. Maybe this is already a thing right now. I don't know. This might already be in our current version. I'm not sure. Because we did start this run around April. And I know we are on like one lesser version. I think we're on... Oh gosh, I don't remember version numbers. But I think we're one away from the current version of Twist. So... yeah, I'm not totally sure. Yeah, it's not difficult per se, just a tiny bit slow paced. Yeah, so patience is definitely a virtue when it comes to GTNH. Just realize that the processing times on things are going to be crazy, but instead of just waiting on something to process, my recommendation is always like, go do something else. There's always something else to work on, something else to build. Even when you get applied logistics, you can be waiting on crap. Like we're waiting on this stuff right now, but there's always other stuff to do. So don't ever get bogged down. Or if you're going to step away from the computer, you know, fair enough. Right. But if you rely on that behavior, you're going to be doing that a lot. So yeah. But is it difficult? No, it's just complex. GTNH is definitely complex. Sometimes maybe just for the sake of complexity, but I think a lot of times the complexity is good. Like it's actually good gameplay. And the other thing about GTNH is it's just one step at a time, right? You look at stuff like this and you're like, oh my god, so many multi-blocks. Oh, look at all these chemical recipes. Oh, look at Plat-Line. You know, oh, look how, oh, this LV quest page is too overwhelming. You know, oh, look at That's way too many multi-blocks required for Flatline. Too many steps. I'm never going to be able to do that. Nah, you totally can. It's just one step at a time. And if you like that kind of thing,
and addicting.
Yeah, if you like that kind of thing, that kind of methodical type gameplay, then it's definitely for you. That's kind of how I would summarize it. Did I get my Emmy interface? Welcome back, Kat.
You're welcome. And Nova, I totally appreciate the thought. It's so kind of you for thinking about me for Christmas, but that's not quite what I would want for Christmas.
Let's just say if you were to do that, that would be for your own personal satisfaction and edification, not Kat's, probably. That's all I'm saying.
When it comes to the plush too, the plush would go into a closet forever.
No, it'd go on my desk. Okay.
Mm.
No, I can't. Oh, you telling me what I can and can't put on my desk?
Baby, I will never go into your office again if that thing is on your desk.
Okay, perfect. We figured out the cheat code. No, I'm just kidding.
Deterrent.
I'm just kidding. Okay, I need to do this, Vulcanus, auto, and this is going to be circuit 2. And we can put this recipe in here. And I guess we'll blocking mode, smart blocking mode, yeah. Okay. So the question is, by the way, Kat,
finally then can be left alone.
Yes. So Kat, 7.1 seconds per tungsten steel ingot per EBF. So we're getting like every 1.75 seconds, we're getting tungsten steel.
Okay. That's really good.
Pretty good. Yeah.
Definitely an improvement.
Also, why do these muffler hatches not have anything coming out? That's kind of weird. Oh, by the way, I don't know if you looked at the casing requirements, Kat. You probably wouldn't have needed to do this anyway, but you could literally put, the Vulcanus is different from the EBF in the sense that you can put hatches and stuff on the top layer as well. Unlike the EBF. I don't know if you noticed that.
I did see that.
Just nice. I really think that, especially since the EBF is such a beginner multi, I really feel like they should ease up on the restrictions of the EBF a little bit. As far as like where you could put hatches and stuff. What?
Particular. I said that one is very particular.
Yeah, it's very off-putting initially.
Like in the early game.
Yeah. I'm now playing hard tech, Gregtech on 1.20.1. Ooh. I think it's a good idea. After I complete easier version, I will play GTNH. I will say that those versions of Gregtech are significantly different from each other, from what I understand. There's definitely some crossover and some similarity for sure. But, you know, you might do a double take when you play GTNH and be like, wait, this doesn't work the way I thought it did. You know, that could definitely be a thing. I like all this engineering things, multi-blocks, building your own factory. Dude, if you like that kind of stuff in general and you're looking for something long in the tooth, like GTNH is it. And that's one reason why we love to play too, is like, it's a factory that we know is going to last a long time, that we feel like is worth building out because, you know, I don't know. I can't be asked to build a factory that I know I'm only going to enjoy for like a week or two and then it's done.
Yeah.
So I had that kind of block. That's why I never finished my tech area over on FTB Skies 2, for example. I just couldn't find the motivation. It's tough. Okay, chat, let's
Well, you can like very easily bounce back and forth. Like if you aren't motivated for one thing, you can very easily find something else to get motivated for.
Yeah. Kat, I'm gonna add a I need a ingot mold in the alloy smelter, the Zingen.
Okay.
I'm gonna go take care of that real quick.
I think I put some extra input buses down there, thinking that we might want to do that at some point.
Did you? I didn't see them. Let me double check. That's fun of the game. It just explodes in complexity constantly while tearing up. It does, but I think it does that at like a reasonable pace. Mr. Extreme, right? It's digestible in my opinion. That's why if you look way later in the game from where you are, it might look completely overwhelming. But, oh, there's the compressed chest. Cat, I was looking for this.
That's my compressed chest.
I know. I was looking for. I needed something.
Well, I'm already putting something in here for you.
I know. It was. Oh, okay. Thank you. There's the ingot mold. Make sure you don't put blocking mode on that.
Okay.
Because it can't. It'll detect the mold inside and then it won't put anything in there. And you don't need blocking mode for this anyway. You also don't need a dual interface, but that's okay.
I know. I just grabbed the first one I had.
It drives me crazy when she does that.
It does drive him absolutely insane.
Like, it's just items. It doesn't need it. Okay. This is Cat is driving the ship. We're just along for the ride.
Hey, give that back. You klepto. His magnets are always stealing my stuff.
He's very possessive as well.
Dude, you guys know, like, this is a recurring theme. Every time I break something near him, it always goes right to him.
I feel like I've learned so much about my wife since she started doing Gregtech.
Have you?
Yeah. It's just like some interesting personality quirks coming out that maybe you don't see every day. Nothing too bad. Don't worry. You're fine. I just use dual interfaces anywhere. No, I can understand, like, it's just easier to just place the thing, you know, not worry about it, like not having to differentiate. It
drives him nuts.
Yeah, it just drives me nuts specifically. It's okay. Everything will be fine. Don't even get me started on Cat's naming schemes for interfaces. Yep. Absolutely drives me bonkers, but it's okay. It's fine. Everything's fine.
See, he is very particular about how he sets things up. But I'm driving the ship this time, babe.
Why do we have to call it auto?
Because we don't have another name for this place.
Why do we need to put the place down?
Because I want to know what building it's in. If I have to go like mess with it, yeah, we can always like hit the thing and then it'll highlight the interface.
Yes.
But there are times when you're looking through the terminal, the interface terminal, and I'm trying to like look at different machines. Like if I'm trying to encode a pattern and I'm like, okay, well, I want to go for this one thing. Oh, I need to
It's too much information. It makes it hard to look at it at a glance. But see, this is interesting, chat. See, this is how, Cat and I, approach things differently. I find it interesting.
Especially as we expand and we have like some of the same machines in several different places, we'll be able to say, oh, I need to put something in a macerator. Oh, we want to put it in the macerator in this one building, not in this other building. It's just easy to know, like, this is the one I'm looking for.
New Horizons is actually crack. I have ADHD, so patience is hard for me, yet I've been playing it nonstop all summer. Well, you know what? Yeah, it can actually be good because there's so many things to do, right? So I could actually see how it'd be good. Like, and I mean, GTNH is a game that probably benefits from hyperfixation, right? So it's probably I could see how that would work out.
Minky Pinky is on my side, babe.
Why is it? Well, everybody's on your side. Nobody's ever on my side.
But that's not true.
No, it's fine. I've accepted this.
Oh.
GTNH isn't difficult and overwhelming as many YouTube videos make it seem.
No, I'm gonna
there are a couple clickbaity YouTube videos from certain individuals I won't name out loud that definitely gave GTNH a bad rap for a couple of years there. I don't find those in my feed nearly as much. I don't know about other people, but let's just say videos that say things like this pack took me 10,000 hours to get a chest, or not exactly helping the cause. If you're an advocate for the pack, which I guess we are.
I think I think they were just trying to be as clickbaity as possible.
No, I get it. No, yeah, absolutely they were, but probably to the detriment of the pack, in my opinion. That's okay. The rats are on your side. Oh, thank God. You start to have rats. Before I ever played GTNH, I thought it was some sort of cult-like mod pack where no normal person existed. Well, I mean, that might actually be true, technically, but what is normal?
Greg has taken over their brain.
They would just spam Greg everywhere. Gregging in the morning, Gregging in the evening, Gregging at supper time.
Or if you're like people in Potato Stream, they're Gregnant all the time.
Yeah, there is that. Yeah, totally normal people, by the way, chat. Yeah.
That was chat. So funny, though.
Look. Naquata ingot. We got it.
Woo-hoo.
That's right. I did it. So, unfortunately, we don't have that quest unlocked, but that's okay. We need to make the Naquata doped wafers. So we need these. What is the best way to deal with these?
Taking a while.
I didn't even realize in our Neo Tokyo playthrough, but there were like grade 1, grade 2 recipes for these that are faster than the lubricant. I think we were just using lubricant. That's crazy. Yeah, when we converted over to 2.7, so many recipes changed. I know a bunch flew under the radar because we were in UIV. It was like way too much to be able to change. It might be the case that 2.8 is the last time that we update this particular run. Especially if a potential 2.9 in the future changes a bunch of recipes. It is so difficult late in the game to have a bunch of recipes change on you. Especially since I don't think there was any kind of like comprehensive list out there. As far as I know, there wasn't. So a bit difficult to deal with, to say the least. But yeah, chat, let's do this. Lubricant.
So I want to get these IV high amp transformers like to go with the IV 16 amp energy hatch, right?
Yeah, I mean you're gonna need 8 amps, but again, much like the energy hatches, the transformers work in powers of 4. So
okay, I'm just making sure.
I go to the Church of Benzene to pray to Greg every morning, every evening. Nice. We had a little benzene church in our
so
previous room. It was a small little room, but that was fun. All right, chat. We're gonna put this in the cutting machine. I think. Wait, Kat, are we? Okay, yeah, we are putting the lubricant in all the recipes. Okay, cool. What else do we need? Chat, we're trying to make the ASOCs. Let's see what we need here. We need distilled water. Wait, what? How do we not have distilled water? Hold on. Uh-oh.
We don't have distilled water?
Apparently not. Now, I know you made a distillation tower for that. Question is, what happened to it? Oh, it's going. It's just using it all. What is using all this distilled water? We're not even doing nitrobenzene right now. Oh, there's one of those lights, by the way.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think, chat. What at this point in the game uses a bunch of distilled water besides nitrobenzene? I actually don't know. Oh, by the way, I gotta change this sub goal. What's next on the list? Oh God, oh no.
Isn't it your workout?
It is the workout stream. Oh shit. Oh no. So I'm probably gonna have to explain what this is a couple times. because I'm not getting on camera to do this. But the idea is that we play our normal GTNH, normal GTNH stream. But I do have a treadmill that goes underneath the desk, and I will be on that thing as long as freaking possible. No face reveal. We're not doing that. We'll get swole, but not on camera. So I do have that treadmill, and we'll probably just go to like a decent walk. We're not going to run on this thing. It's just to kind of keep the blood flowing. But the big gimmick will be, and I don't know what's going to be the cause for this to happen yet, but we're going to have a wheel that we spin on a regular basis, and it'll be like different reps, different style reps with weights. So you all will drive me to utter exhaustion within reason. We're going to stay safe, obviously. 11 miles per hour. We will not let chat control the speed of the treadmill. Actually, those small boy treadmills, I don't even think they go above like 4 or 5 miles per hour anyway. So 15 mile per hour run. Yeah, no. What's up, Red Bull?
So I don't remember what you changed over here. Remember you tested something to see if it would work, and like a whole bunch went into this at once?
Yes.
Well, now other things aren't going in at all. So I'm trying to figure out.
Going in at all. What? Okay. All right, Chad, we got a couple problems to fix here. Don't let me forget about distilled water. But let's come over here and see. I mean, this Vulcanus is working with the hot tungsten ingot. What are you trying to have go in there that's not going in there right now?
Well, I want tungsten to go in here, but it didn't look like anything like it was going in.
I mean, 2 of these are running, and there's no more tungsten being requested in the system. I think it's working fine. By the way, Kat, we are going to have a problem now where the Vulcanus is way faster than the vacuum freezer. So there's still a couple ingots in here. It wasn't backed up the way I thought it would be, but that will be a problem in the future. So I think within the next week, we probably need to figure out where, like, that room for the megas.
Yeah.
What's that in better measurement? That's probably like, what, 11 kilometers per hour or something? 15 miles, 11 kilometers. Does that sound about right, chat? Maybe not. Wait, no, it would be more kilometers, wouldn't it? I don't know. I'm going to stop talking.
So we've got to make a room for the megas. We've got to make a building for Orproc.
Mm-hmm.
We still have to complete this building.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it'd be like 20 or like 22 kilometers, right? So, Kat, I didn't think about this until now. We need to make both the Mega Blast Furnace and the Mega Vacuum Freezer before 2.8. Because, Chad, is anybody playing in 2.8 beta right now? Because, correct me if I'm wrong, I'm pretty sure those are nerfed. Or I remember the plan originally was that those were supposed to be nerfed until ZPM. Like, you weren't supposed to be able to make either of those megas until ZPM. Yeah, is that correct, Blade? Which is, if that is the case, we should definitely make both of those megas beforehand.
Yeah.
What's up, Offbrand? How's it going?
Hey, you.
So yeah, Kat, I think it's done. It's just cooling off some tungsten ingots.
The power bonus heat is gone till ZPM. So, but you can still make them before ZPM.
So the recipe hasn't changed then. Like, you could still make this in, let's see, Mega Blast Furnace. You can still make this in HV. But yeah, I guess there's not nearly as much of a reason to make it before ZPM, because part of the reason, like, Kat, like, since we have the Vulcanus, the only reason we would really want this is because of the heat bonus. Now, I'm curious about the vacuum freezer, though. Because my understanding was that they were going to try to make the cryogenic freezer more worth it. Because right now, it's totally, like, why would you make the cryogenic freezer when you can make a mega vacuum freezer? Like I don't know the answer to that. Like you're just gonna make the mega, which is also really cheap for us at this point in the game. Same recipe. Okay.
Nerve blocks. Well, hopefully the nerve block will help you feel better off-brand Russian. I have to
Yeah,
get
for
those every
real.
now
Oof.
and then. That is like a massive multi-block.
Yo, dude,
Oh
yeah,
my
the
God.
15 by 15 by 15. Yep. Very very pretty looking multis, by the way. Are you able to read YouTube chat now, Kat?
I just saw it pop up on my
Oh, the
iPad.
screen. Oh, okay,
Like,
okay.
yeah.
Yeah, we have
No, I
to.
wish that was fixed.
You got to remind me whenever I'm I'm not busy.
Yeah.
I think you reminded me right around the time I was cooking dinner yesterday that I forgot.
We have this social stream ninja, which was like putting all of the chats on my desktop, and I was able to like have it like always on top so I could see it like over my game. And it made it like super convenient and nice to like see all the chats, like even from YouTube. But one day it just stopped working. I don't know why. All right,
Yeah,
got
I don't know where this distilled water is going. I don't remember. Kat, do you remember what we needed distilled water for?
Nope. I have no idea. So, I mean, that was one thing I was like,
oh, I know.
thinking, what?
The methane gas loop. Now that we're cranking this thing out like crazy.
Oh,
Yep.
yeah.
Yep. Okay. So, yeah, chat, we were out of hydrogen before. We got this thing cranking now. Let's see. How are we doing?
Anyone have any suggestions for steam power in early LV?
I would definitely recommend the Railcraft steam boilers. If you haven't done that already, Redwall. They kept us going throughout the entire LVH without really any trouble. Maybe one or two times we had trouble. But overall, you can make two of them if you do, what is the quest? There's actually a quest in the quest book that kind of outlines how all this works. It is under the Bio for the Masses section of the quest book. And it is this quest, right here. 2 big ovens is what it's called. And so this tells you about how to make the pressure boiler tank and stuff. And then if you read this quest page, it'll tell you 19 coke ovens. So you use all the charcoal and all the creosote oil from the 19 coke ovens. You extract that with, LV conveyors, pumps. And then that is enough to sustain 2 of these full size pressure boiler tanks. Now we're using blaze rods now because we get those from the mob farm. So you can use blaze rods later if you want. But yeah, 2 of these full size worked pretty freaking well for us. Plenty of steam. It's probably your best bet at that point. Because, yeah, I mean, you can keep doing the solar boilers, which I think is what Kat and I did in the past. But we definitely had more problems with these. Plus, you have to, replace these every now and then, or pick them up, put them back down because of the calcification. In 2.8, the air intake hatch doesn't need to be part of a valid multi-block to generate air. No, I think that is already the case, Blade. Yeah, no, I'm like 99% sure that's the case already. In 2.7. Yeah, Mr. Extreme confirming. Yeah, there we go. Which is handy sometimes. I forget why. I think there was some like chemical plant recipe or something that required air where I wanted that to be the case. I don't know. Anyway. Chat, an aquata doped monocrystalline silicon boule. Say that 3 times fast. We are gonna make it. We'll get rid of the helium gas because we're already providing that. And then that's going to go in circuit 3 in our Vulcanus. Oh, and we did not solve the distilled water problem, by the way. We got to go fix that. I think the best way to fix that is probably just going to be upgrading this to IV and hoping and praying that's enough. Double the speed of this thing. Let's see, IV energy hatch. Get one of those. We're Gregging, Cat. Sorry. I know.
Well, that's okay.
Well, you're busy, and I know you don't want to deal with this right now, so.
Yeah, I am trying to finish upgrading our PAs.
Yep, nice.
This will be really, really nice once we have.
Yeah, see, I didn't know you were doing the normal assemblers as well. 16 is crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Chad, hopefully we have enough power for all this. So both of these combined, that's going to be 8 LUV amps, which is literally half of our entire power. By the way.
Wow.
Oh no. You were making oh no, you are making 16 total. Yeah, see, I thought we were doing 8 total.
So remember I said I wanted to do a check on power.
Yeah.
When I finished upgrading everything and getting everything done over here, and you're like, oh, we've got plenty of power.
Well, here's the problem, Kat. Here's the problem is that it's not even about our generation of power so much as it is about our ability to throughput power. So the current like power spine that we have is only capable of 16 LUV amps. So we would have to go change out the entire power spine to a higher gauge cable if we want to have more power through that. Now, alternatively, we could set up a little area for the like really high power draw multis. So like those PAs at the moment, like the Vulcanus, and have them near the LSC and just have a separate energy dynamo hatch going from the LSC directly to those, which is also why I was proposing that we have the megas down there, because those are going to need their own separate power line. So we could do that.
I mean, I think we're eventually going to have to upgrade our power spine.
We will, but we want to do that at a time where it like, I don't know, makes sense. Well, we do have draconium. I think the moment that we can smelt draconium ingots is probably the time that we move over to that. They are nerfing draconium cable power loss, but I think it's still worth it. We need Naquata coils before we can make draconium cable. And Naquata coils, it's LUV power, so it's double IV, which we already have. And Naquata coils require an LUV assembler. So when we get our first LUV assembler in the LUV age, which would be very early on, we can make these coils, and then we can upgrade our power spine. The reason for draconium, by the way, Kat, is because draconium cable is UEV tier. And so the nice thing about that is that it basically, like, let's say you want to start doing like higher amps through it. Like, let's say we want to do ZPM through it or UV through it. Then we don't have to replace the cable anymore. We could just start running those amps through it instead. Now, if you don't want everything in your base to blow up, you definitely have to be careful about how you do that, because we'd have to like basically unhook a lot of things and change the transformer situation in a lot of places before we did that. But yeah, so we can do that as well. Dirch, that is a good point. You can move power with AE2 with the EU P2P. So we could always, that might even be the play, honestly. Especially with those changes coming in 2.8, which makes the EU P2Ps a little bit more reliable. That might be the play to just have a separate EU P2P next to these machines, Cat, and then just have a separate power line. Like, basically a separate dynamo hatch from the LSC that just provides power to just these multis.
Okay.
That's probably a good idea. So that's going to require, you know, figuring out how to use EU P2P. I can help you with that when and if you want to do that. But yeah. All right, chat, let's turn this off for a second. We're going to
We will
get rid of this
probably want to
EV
do that at
cable.
some point, but I don't know if I want to do that right now.
Okay. And then we're going to put an IV energy hatch, and we're going to hope and pray that this is enough. And we're going to come along here. Try not to cross our cables. Look, I'm Greggin.
Look at you. Have you missed Greg?
I mean, kind of, yeah. I enjoy it. All right, so we doubled our distilled water production, and hopefully that's going to be enough. Because I do need this for recipes, for auto crafting. So I think where's the distilled water go? Where the heck is it? Oh, right there. Okay. Yeah, and that's filling up. Okay, good, good.
What's EU P2P? Is it very different from US or Asia P2P?
We don't have a US P2P. I don't understand it. I don't know why. But yeah, no, chat, it is this. So you just make a normal P2P with apply energy 6.2, and then you use your advanced memory card or whatever to change it into an EU P2P. There's a 5% power loss whenever you do this. And the problem historically has been that, especially during server restarts and stuff like that, these will basically lose connection in a way. Like they'll still be tied to each other via a serial number or whatever. But the problem is that the power just won't flow through properly anymore. So a lot of times you have to have a battery on the receiving end that kind of acts like as a bit of a buffer to keep the energy flow going. I really don't understand what the code, what's going on with the code with all that makes that a reality. But long story short, that's what you have to do in order to make them work. But they are changing the way these work in 2.8, where they're better with server restarts and like have more responsiveness or something. Long story short, they should be a lot more like useful in the future. The superior P2P system. Okay. RNG P2P. Yeah, it kind of was. We did manage to make it work. I think the way that we made it work was a diode on the other end, because the diodes have their own little energy cache inside of them, and it was enough to keep it going even through restarts. So that is a way to make it work. But yeah, so we might have to do that until 2.8 comes out, cat. But yeah, we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. But look at that. I think we are good on distilled water now. Let's see. Yeah, we're building it up now. Perfect. Okay. So let's put all that away. And then let's see if we can request these ASOCs. Oh, we don't know how to make block of silicon solar grade. Wait, really? I thought we had to use these for the phosphorus doped wafers. I guess not.
I don't know. There's like some weird things that
okay.
I swear that we had programmed at one point and they're just not there anymore. I don't understand it. But
I would just chalk that up to we were away for too long.
Yeah.
Like you were saying before. Also, real quick, I want to check.
Vampire.
Kat, can you over time? What's up, Vampire? Can you over time just make sure that we have smart blocking mode on a lot of these autocraft multis?
I've been trying to make sure that they're like that.
Okay. Thank you. Yeah, see the compressor already has that. Perfect. All right, chat. Here we go. Moment of truth. Our first ASOC wafers. I'm excited. I think it's the AE2 boot up delay. Yes. Yes. That is the perfect way to say that. Yep. So modern AE2 will boot up instantly, which is all. So I think it's the same reason why also whenever you add a new device, like a new interface or something, chat, if you don't know this, you're not going to have to wait however long it always took. It'll just instantly be online, which is insane quality of life compared to what we've been dealing with. I'm so happy about that. Kat, I know you were really happy to hear that change.
Yes, I was so happy about that.
Mm-hmm. All right, Naquata doped monocrystalline silicon boule. Nice. Wait, how are you? Oh, right, it's over here. Yeah. 48 seconds. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. Chat, if you don't know why we're trying to get the ASOCs, I've talked about this a time or two, but long story short, we needed them for the high computation stations, Mark 1, which I think we also need to make the precise assembler. Yeah. So we needed these anyway. But the reason I wanted them is the Skypiercer Tower. We got all the other materials for this. We just need to make the controller block. And we're going to try this thing out today. It's weird to have to learn the quirks with 1.782. Yeah. And so one thing that I think is still going to be true, as far as I know, I've talked about this a little bit, is the whole idea that you have to have every single chunk loaded that has applied energistics cable. So even if you have a cable that's like run off, this random direction and it's not connected to anything, your AE2 system will still just overall shut down if you don't have a chunk loaded. And I think that's still going to be the case as far as I know. Also, what's that showing up black? That was kind of weird. But yeah, it's very weird. So when we went to FTB Skies 2 and we had limited, we were on a community server, so we had limited chunk loading per team. And the concept of being able to wire applied energistics without having to chunk load everything was like insane to me. Yo, Azuna, what's up? Do you have any rules, recommendations on when to use wireless over cables? We're trying to just be like, no like specific rule necessarily, just kind of feeling it out to an extent. We were using it very, very sparingly until the moment that we had the dragon eggs.
Yeah.
And a constant source of power. So suddenly we had 28,000 EU to work with. But we're still trying to make sure we don't blast through that too quickly. So we're using it in situations like this where I don't want cable running down from this down here, for example. So this is just using 50 EU per thing. Now there's this. I think Kat did this. This one is going way further, right? That's like what, 400 EU per tick almost.
Yeah,
but that's
that was
okay
to get power over to the new building.
So situations like that, I get it, right? Where does that meet up anyway?
Right in the hallway.
Oh, is it in the hallway? Okay, so you're still like running this dense cable pretty far. Okay, right here.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that
makes sense. I was trying to get it like as close as I could, but
yeah.
I mean, we had to get a little creative.
Having issues deciding whether I cable long distances or wireless. I honestly, Azuna, I think you should. I don't think it should be binary for you. I think you should probably just do a combination of both. So we're still doing wire long distances in a lot of cases.
Because like it's really just going to eat your power if you do wireless everywhere.
I think when you get to LUV, maybe you can be a little bit more liberal with it. And then by the time you're in ZPM, it's probably not an issue anymore. I would say, yo, Mr. Nibbles, what's up?
Yo.
I haven't said that out loud in years. How's it going? EU P2P is great for cross stem power. 99% reliability for things that can self-restart or far away power setups. Yeah, I think we need to consider that more often. I think you did raise a great point with that. So I think, and we were talking earlier about a really good application of that. So I mean, for now, I think our power will be okay, but yeah, we probably should take those off of the main power spine.
God, it's 9.
It's 9.
Yeah,
what's up?
About 9.
Yeah, we were just. What were we talking about? I don't know. We were bad mouthing him while he was away.
We were talking about how you're a flipping genius. Your brain is like insane, man.
We just got the Vulcanus.
Yeah.
And so, naturally I mentioned your Vulcanus shenanigans from your previous world where you were like fine-tuning this bitch to the extreme. Which we're not doing. but I do I did enjoy watching that though. I was just telling other people. You know, in case they want to explore that further. They still have 5%. Yeah. So the 5% loss is still there for EU P2P. But honestly, I think that the distance that we're having to run this power, we're probably already getting 5% loss right now. Anyway, funnily enough. So it's not that big of a deal.
Come on, Greg. Pleased to meet you.
Yo, Mr. Nibbles. Gifting a sub to 9. Yo, thank you. There you go.
Thank you.
Be gone, ads. Be gone. And we're up to 351. Yo.
Eesh.
Well, it's good to see you. Hope you're doing well, 9. How is I've not I don't know if you've streamed recently. Oh god, and there's 4 more.
Oh my god, Mr. Nibbles. Thank you.
Mr. Nibbles always coming in with these like multi-part giveaways. Yo, thank you for the 5 subs, dude. That's insane. Thank you. Let me go change this again real quick. I'm having to edit this thing.
A big break.
Okay, so you haven't been on. Okay. I didn't know if I'd missed a bunch of your streams or not. So.
I was wondering if you were going to do Silk Song. I know how much you loved Hollow Knight.
Oh, yeah. No, I think we're also going to stream Silk Song. I don't know if we're going to do it this weekend or maybe next weekend. We might wait till next weekend. Silk Song is a part of our, this is like a very early sub goal for us at 50. So we have long since passed that. We got a lot of stuff to do.
Yeah, we decided to do September goals this month 9.
Yeah. It's also just a lot of fun. Like, I love having all these like aspirational things to do.
I've already been tortured with spiders. It clearly says as soon as it comes out.
Okay. Well, you know. You got scammed then.
I mean, I'm surprised you don't want to do it this weekend.
I just wanted to give people a chance to play it a little bit themselves. You know, I know there are some people, including myself, like I don't want to get spoiled. So I probably won't be watching anybody else play Silk Song. So, you know, give it like a week. We got plenty of other stuff to do. Kat, I mean, Kat, would you be interested in doing the Project Zomboid this weekend?
I'm totally down
Friday
with
or
that.
Saturday. Yeah, chat.
I was good at Project Zomboid.
We'll make an official announcement, but I think we'll do that either, Friday or Saturday. We might give ourselves a day off on Friday. We'll see. We shall see. Oh, and by the way, if you are watching on YouTube, whenever we do these variety streams, we try not to interrupt the YouTube algorithm. So if you're watching live on YouTube right now, those streams will be on a different YouTube channel. It is, let me see if I can do it real quick. Do I have to include HTTP://
Lori,
YouTube.com.
is Potato planning on playing it tomorrow?
Potato is playing
I know he's playing
Hollow Knight, the original right now. I don't know if he'll just keep playing the original or skip straight to Silk Song. Let's see. There we go, YouTube.
He's playing it to prep for Silk Song.
Yep. I'm just curious if he's gonna like jump on it right away or not. Did that go through? I don't think that went through. Let's try that. There you go. youtube.com/@catscozyvariety. So we'll go live there. There's a bunch of VODs over there as well. We do in fact play other games. Believe it or not. Let's see. Did those Ace? Yes, dude. We got the ASOCs. Let's go.
I know. I'm sitting here like fiddling my thumbs, waiting for these to finish. They're almost done, I think. Well,
wait, what are you waiting on again?
All my circuit assemblers.
Oh gosh, yeah, those have been sitting there for a while. Chat, we're going to be able to crank out those ZPM circuits before you know it.
And yeah, 9, we're in IV-LUV.
Not really LUV. Like, we still haven't done tier 3 or tier 4 rockets, so which means we still have to do assembly line.
Yeah, we do.
We still got to do polybenzimidazole. Oh gosh, do we need to do polybenzimidazole before we go to tier 3? Like space? I forget. Oh, we might. Let me check the space race section. Oh yeah, we do. We have to make a new thermal outfit.
Okay.
I forgot about
So-
that. Womp womp.
Should I put these in the temple? I mean, we've
For
got
what?
room now.
Oh, so it's a 10-step line total, mostly LCRs. So yeah, you probably could.
Okay. That's fine.
Honestly, PBI compared to Flatline, PBI is easy. You should have an easy time. And yeah, 9, we do have meteors. In fact, that's how I got the Naquata just now, since we don't have tier 3 rocket. But the rockets are cool, right? We got to do the rockets. We have
And yeah, I'm still doing all of the Gregtech. We just got this new building set up over here for our auto-crafting stuff.
Yeah.
And I just like got all of them upgraded, made quads of most of them.
Chat, we promise the outside won't
today.
look just like a box. We'll work on it.
Yeah, that needs to get fixed.
But yeah, chat, I'm
having fun.
Cat is Gregging out of her mind right now. We also got the rocket center over here. I'll show this again. We love our rockets, right? We got to do the rockets. Cat is killing it. I mean, Cat is about to do assembly line in the next couple days, which is wild to me.
Hey, you thought I would quit with Platline, but I actually enjoyed Platline.
Cat enjoyed Platline. Words I never thought I would hear. What's up, Jordan? How's it going? And Stardust says, how did you pronounce that perfectly while also sounding casual? What, you mean polybenzimidazole? That's how you know you've been playing GTNH way too long. That's how you know.
And Mr. Extreme says the fun water line is coming soon. I do not look forward to that. I think that line is evil and torturous, and I'm going to make Vin help me with that.
Okay, well, the good news is there's a bunch of open computers programs people have written since then to help with the hard ones. So if you want to just do that, I don't blame you. But you were talking about wanting to learn Redstone as well. So, I don't know. Also, the tier 1 and tier 2 of the water line are super easy. So it's when you get to tier 3, which I think starts in ZPM, that it starts to get a little gnarly.
It's like, yeah, I remember when that first came out and you were trying to like figure it out and how much of a headache it was. So I am really not looking forward to water.
It was a headache because nobody had any guides or anything. There was nothing. There was one guy speaking Spanish talking about the tier 8, and I was like, oh, okay. Dude, I ended up downloading Average Gregtech Player's World just to figure out how to do tier 8.
Well, at least he had it available.
Yeah. Okay, so Chad, the whole day today so far has been about these high computation stations. I believe we can craft these now. We need 4 of these. Let's see. Oh, dude, I forgot to take care of these other parts. Oh, no. It's fine. That's fine. We're fine. Multi-layer fiber reinforced circuit board. Of course. Rolls right off the tongue. Let's make a bunch of patterns. Make like 1,000 patterns. There we go. This can just go in LCR circuit 0. Running at LUV now. Love it. That's dedication. I'd have just waited. Well, the problem, Mr. Nibbles, is like it basically when we were in UIV when we switched over to 2.7, and so a lot of the recipes for a lot of the wafers were just completely broken. We literally couldn't make anything. So we were forced to do that water stuff. Like otherwise we couldn't have progressed at all in the pack. I guess we could have taken a break and go played something else, but no, I had to prove myself. We figured out a vast majority on our own. I was proud. Just a little bit.
I mean, I was about to say that has to give you like some kind of like feeling of accomplishment when you can figure it out on your own, right?
No, it was fulfilling for sure. Let's see. We need to do this. Oh, wait. No. 1 dust equals 1 ingot. And then how do we make this stuff? Red alloy dust, ardite dust. Oh, I think, yeah, we were just getting that from a meteor. Nice. And annealed copper dust and molten redstone. Okay. And that is circuit 4 and the mixer. Where's the mixer? Wait, what? We seriously not have a circuit 4 mixer? No way. Hold on. We don't. Wow. Okay. Let's get one of these dual input buffers. I cannot believe we don't have that.
Love those things.
The dual input buffers? Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Chad, if you don't know, I just want to make sure that people, you know, who are playing vanilla GTNH understand that this is part of Twist Space. So, not part of the game by default. But yeah, it can hold items and fluids both. So nice. Like it just conserves so much space in a multi, and then you don't have to worry about making the, you know, like a subnet, double dual interface, all that garbage. So
I love that it just like saves you on hatches. Like I hated that you had to have like extra blocks taken up. That may not matter to so many people, but that really like annoyed me.
Oh yeah, no, I mean, especially in the mixer, you can actually totally run out of space. And other things like that. I can hear that in my head, Mr. Nibbles. Wow. Let's see, what kind of space do we have here? So 8 on that, 8 on that. We don't have space. Okay. Thinking. We got to get a new line. Let's do it. Need a cable anchor as well.
Louise, why is this not wanting to cook up?
What's wrong?
I just need this to cook up and it's not wanting to. See, I need 38 of these.
It's going to be circuit 4. We're going to call this I guess multi-mixer 4 dual temple. I hate this naming scheme. I hate it so much. It's fine. Y'all didn't hear me say that aloud. Okay. That should do it. We can put that recipe in there. Perfect. Let's put this in the Vulcanus. Okay. I think we should have everything now. Right. Try this again. Hi-computation station. No!
Like it doesn't like meteoric iron.
Oh, Kat, yes, this is a big problem. So you're gonna need a separate input bus just for meteoric iron.
Why?
It's very finicky. It's very cantankerous. I mean, so it's gonna make meteoric steel by default. That's the problem.
What a jerk.
Mm-hmm. So the meteoric iron dust, if we take a look at this, we right click it. Yeah, if you right click the dust, there are 2 different recipes. So there is a circuit 11 with oxygen that gives you the meteoric steel. So it's defaulting to that. And then there's a circuit 1 without oxygen that gives the meteoric iron. So
what a jerk.
I mean, you should have room somewhere on that Vulcanus, but
yeah, I do. It's just annoying.
It's annoying. Yep. There, Kat, that's not the last time you're going to have a weird EBF thing like that.
I'm sure. And y'all can just hear me complain about it again.
Just complain again. Yeah. Tier 5 is where it gets annoying. Tier 6 is where I gave up and installed Open Computers. Oh no, Tier 6 was actually really easy if you use what are those things called? The like tiny chests. So you could just put the lenses in the correct order. Oh, baby chest. That's it. Yeah, use the baby chests, and you can just like kind of send the lenses around in a cycle, and that makes it pretty easy.
So I'm gonna have to make my pretty area look gnarly because this thing is stupid.
Stupid. So
Yeah,
stupid.
it is. It is so stupid.
You could use a little bit of wireless to make it look a little bit better. Put a hatch on top. That's a good candidate for wireless because it's only going to be like 10, 20 EU per tick. But yeah.
Flipping dumb.
Guys, I did something cool. I just got my first HV circuits. Yo, Stardust, let's go.
Oh, that's awesome.
That is huge. So you are very close to the end of the MVH then. Like that's usually one of the things that kind of marks the end of that. It's like literally one of the last quests, yeah, in the line. So, which means that you open up a whole lot of possibilities in HV. Obviously, a bunch of HV single block machines. Clean room is in your near future. If you're not making black steel, Stardust, go ahead and make black steel. Just trust me. You're going to want to be making a ton of that. That is for Plascrete, for the clean room. So 2 black steel ingots per, and depending on the size you make your clean room, you probably need quite a bit of it. Also, this stuff takes forever to process. Like the extruder. 6.4 seconds per ingot into rods. Can be quite annoying. I'm afraid of the clean room. Just get started early on the black steel. There's, the only other really difficult part about the clean room is the filter casing. This stuff right here. And yeah, you're going to need a decent amount of stainless steel. Not a crazy amount though. The item filters. These are also quite annoying. Yeah, if you go ahead and knock these out, you can get away with a pretty small clean room. You could get away with like a 5 by 5, which would make the inside 3 by 3. You can get away with that for a while if you're really worried about the materials. The zinc is the hard part. Yeah, you know what? Yeah, getting that zinc can be quite annoying as well. For the item filter specifically, the zinc foil. I don't think I ever really... I think I just always had zinc around. Which, if you don't know, because you probably haven't used much zinc at that point, zinc is basically sphalerite. You can smelt sphalerite into zinc ingots. I wanted a bigger clean room, then saw the number of filters and said nope. Yep, that is that is usually the deterrent. Yep. You can always make it bigger. The funny thing is, you say you're going to make it bigger later, and then you never do.
Yep.
And then you can keep complaining about the size of your clean room. Or maybe it's just me. That might just be me. I have a ton of bad habits. Who's you? Yeah, it's just me. Just me. Okay. Chat, we need to encode a couple more recipes. Dude, I've been screwing around today. I feel like I've gotten like nothing done.
It happens.
It does happen. I think we need to... It's so weird that there's no mixing recipe for annealed copper dust. You have to make the annealed copper ingots and then you have to macerate them. Very strange. That's okay. Alright, so we'll pop that into... We have no more space. Okay.
Oh, this really helps if I move things around right.
Are you okay?
I feel like blonde. Okay.
Again?
Meteoric.
What happened this time?
I need to move the meteoric iron to the right Vulcanus.
Oh, yeah.
Thing. So I started recalling everything, and then I was like, oh, wait. I didn't put it in the right thing.
Whoops. Yeah, the whole thing you were working on earlier? Yeah.
Yep.
Hey, it happens. It's okay. Sips tea in 15 by 9 by 15. Listen. Speaking of people built differently, Mr. Nibbles built differently. You and Blade both. Whenever I think of people in our chat who build big, it's always you and Blade Master.
They build big. Nova builds like really cool themed buildings.
Oh yeah.
Like I think it's really cool. Nova does like research and takes a lot of inspiration from like real buildings for
good
like
idea.
particular builds he's doing, which I think is really cool. Lori, I also build big dirt shacks.
Where's your? Hey, have you been playing GTNH lately, Lori? I feel like I haven't seen a picture of your place in a while. What's going on? You taking a break or something? Did you move the macerator? No, you didn't.
No,
Never mind.
macerator is still there, babe.
Still there. Okay.
All right.
Oh, we didn't even have blocking mode on. That makes sense. Okay. Terraria has its hooks in me. Hey, nice. Oh yeah, I remember you saying
yeah, you
that.
started something with your friends, didn't you?
I also don't badge craft as much as I should. Yeah, Stardust. That is a very helpful thing in GTNH. Obviously, you don't want to endlessly craft things. Like, you know, I like to make a comparison to Nomi Factory a lot of times, where in Nomi Factory, you basically want to automate constant production of everything. But in GTNH, you really don't have the resources to do that. But yeah, batch crafting is really good. Up to a point. Sometimes you do need to just like automate things and like, you know, level maintain them. Let's see. Started with friends. Oh, and then they abandoned you. That is oftentimes the way it goes, isn't it? Well, I hope you're enjoying it solo still. Okay, that has smart blocking. Good, good. Actually, let's go ahead and put some pattern cards here while I'm thinking about it. Ooh, chat, I gotta sit down for a second. Still having those stupid back issues lately.
You're still having those problems?
Yeah, it's kind of on and off. It's weird. It's like right down my spine too.
I tell you, we need to like
falling apart.
Flip our mattress.
We do, but my back hurts. I don't want to.
No, I completely understand. Why is this not wanting to work? Like,
oh,
look, it's like frozen.
I can take a look at it in a second if you need me to. Mr. Nibble says 625 seconds for tungsten ingots at EV. Yeah, it's pretty bad. I will say, you know, you've got two different ways of making those, which I'm sure you've already noticed. You've got the dust way, and then you've got the tungsten trioxide dust with carbon dust straight this way. I would definitely recommend keeping some of your tungsten trioxide dust in your hip pocket for making your tungsten this way, because it ends up being 200 seconds at EV this way. Whereas if you do it the dust way, with nitrogen, yeah, 500 seconds for one ingot. So what takes 1,000 seconds here only takes 400 here. So it's like literally less than half the time. Recently flipped mine, and the first night it sucks, but it's so much better afterwards. Oh, it's amazing the first night for us. We have one of those purple mattresses. Is probably the reason for that.
Seriously, the purple mattress was like the best purchase we've ever made.
That helped you out with all your medical problems and stuff a whole lot.
Mm-hmm.
Worst habit I think is because the material cost machines, I end up only making one of each, including generators. End up waiting for one machine to finish in order to use another. Yeah, that is one thing that Mr. Nibbles is really good about. Yeah, just like make like 64 AMI interfaces. Make 64 of this. You don't have to worry about it again for a long time. That's especially true for circuits, by the way. Before you get auto crafting for circuits, making a big batch of those really pays off. I just store all my tungsten trioxide crafted into either ingots or dust on demand. Yep, that is definitely a good idea, Rexy. Yep. Now we have a unique situation in our case where we had the tungsten bee going. So we get so much tungsten dust by itself. That we were trying to make the ingots from this for a while, but it really wasn't that good. So there was still a reason to do the tungsten trioxide dust. I think it's tungstic acid that we save. Yeah. Just fine. Flip it every 2 days. Oh, dude, every 2 days. I don't know about that.
Feel your back doing that, wouldn't you?
Yeah. Well, especially for the purple mattress that we have, it's so freaking heavy, dude. When we got that purple mattress, between that and my uplift desk, I just never want to move again the rest of my life. Cannot imagine moving.
Hopefully we won't.
Yeah. Oh, 1 second, chat.
I am going ahead and cooking up stuff for more LCRs so I can start working towards the PBI stuff.
Good old PBI. Well, I definitely don't see you getting to the assembly line until next week, Kat. So you'll have the tutorial by then.
Okay.
Honestly, not that bad.
Yeah, it's like I'm really not in a rush. There's plenty of other things that I still have like on my radar to work on and do.
I gotta tell you, Chad, I am loving this smart blocking mode the more that we play with it. Why didn't you all tell us it was this good? I'm sure somebody did.
You just didn't listen.
Sounds about right. So down here, I think eventually we will want to worry about quantities, especially when you move over to like cribs. I think you still do want large quantities, but for this stage in the game, yeah, dude, it's amazing. I didn't think to say anything about it because I thought you knew about it. Well, it was some feature that I didn't even know was coming in 2.7 until after we updated, and then I saw that button and I was like, what does this do? And then I was like, oh, I don't know. Anyway, moving on. And then we never, well, I never realized. All right, chat, I think we are there. Yes. 4 computation station. Gimme. Get it done. Yeah, no. I mean, like moving house. Yeah. Be pretty rough. Although at this point in my life, I cannot ever imagine like not hiring a moving crew.
Mm-hmm.
Too much. Yeah, what's up, Crystal? Welcome back. In late game, you have your optimization matrix or whatever. That is true, Minky Pinky, and I did use that before. You have to be super careful with that. Because the problem with that is that it will, by default, select a bunch of your assembly line recipes, and if you end up multiplying those, you're going to have a bunch of stuck recipes in your assembly line. You're going to have such a bad time. And the funny thing is, you don't get access to that block until way later in the game when you're already using the assembly line for so many different recipes. So I will say yes, and this is useful, but man, do you have to be careful. Yeah, robot arm UHV. But yeah, chat, if you don't know about this, this is what Minky Pinky is talking about. So you can, it'll basically give you an additional option when you're crafting something. Or where does it give the option? I can't quite remember. Yeah, so you'll craft an item and there'll be like an optimization button along here in your pre-crafting, you know, when you're looking at your crafting plan. Oh yeah, it's right here. Optimize patterns. Now it will give you the option to kind of like toggle them on and off. So you can look at a recipe and be like, oh, this is an assembly line recipe. Okay, don't optimize that one, you know. But yeah, you have to be super careful. You can set it so it can't change assembly line recipes in the interface. You can turn it off. Wait. This is tech I didn't realize existed. Now, unfortunately, we can't click this yet, but you're saying like when I click this, there's a button that just disables assembly line recipes? Really? Go look in an interface. Oh. I think I see what you're saying. Yeah, allow pattern optimization. You know what? I always looked at this button and I never thought about what it actually does. Yeah. So you can just turn off your assembly lines. That is brilliant. That's really good. Thank you for bringing that to my attention. Anybody else who didn't know as well. That is a baller feature. For optimization, you have to be careful with input buses space. That is true as well. Yep. If you're using like HV input buses still or something, yeah, you could definitely have a bad time. Or like input hatch space as well. Otherwise, it just won't go in the first place. Yeah. All right, chat, we're getting them. Computation stations, and you know what that means. Skypiercer time. Let's go.
Dude, I'm excited to see that.
Yeah.
I'm loving all of these twist space multis.
Mm-hmm. We're in the prime age for magic twist multis right now. Very exciting. So we can craft this. I'm just going to wait for these two to finish first, though. But yeah, we'll totally get that going in a second. I'm actually going to stretch. I'm going to go turn on the coffee maker. So I'll be right back.
All right. Wow.
Yo, Salt. Thank you for the follow. Hope you're not feeling too salty today. I'm sure you never heard that one before. Fun fact, I just learned putting graphene in the bending machine doesn't give you wires. Yeah, you know. There's a different machine for that. Good call. And what's up, Tempers? Good to see you. By the way, I don't want to draw too much attention to you, Kat, but like, how are you feeling right now? I know you're feeling a little under the weather when we started out.
I'm still a little under the weather, but it's okay.
We might call it quits a little bit early today, chat, but we'll go on for a little bit longer. The autoimmune stuff has been kicking in pretty hard today.
It's been like gearing up the past couple days, guys.
Yeah.
I don't even know what happened. Like, so I had a cut and I put a Band-Aid on it, and I was like taking it off, you know, a couple times a day, put a new one on, try and keep it clean. And I took it off the night before last and it ripped my skin off, like literally ripped a piece of my skin off. So now I have this like huge wound from where my skin got ripped off. And now my body is like freaking out because I've got this like new wound.
I don't understand.
It is like the weirdest thing ever, but I'm so tired and my body is like seriously freaking out. And I'm breaking out in rashes because of the autoimmune. Like I'm so tired.
It was just like a normal Band-Aid. There wasn't anything special about it. That was crazy. Hey, I'm not a League player. Oh, okay. Yeah. I have, Kat's never played League before. I've played League like one time before. And that was like 10 years ago or something like that. Maybe 15.
What's happening here?
All right, I'll be right back.
Guys, you know, it's so helpful when you actually put a circuit on there. Oh, is it actually going to work now? Yay, it is. I cannot believe I forgot to put the circuit on that. Go for it, Mr. Nibbles.
Oh yeah, what were you talking about earlier, Mr. Nibbles? The cool 2.8 feature? Which one?
Tempers, he's not that mean in putting super glue on Band-Aids.
Dude, I would never do that.
I mean, that is just the wildest thing, though. I've never heard of that happening. It's definitely never happened to me before, so I was just like, what the crap? But yeah, if I seem a little out of it the past couple of days, that's what's been going on.
Stealth awesome feature. The crafting status window has a hide stored items button now. Nick's reading. Oh, right. Dude, this especially happens way later with your crafts, Cat. I don't know if you've noticed this already, but what will happen is you'll have like a bunch of excess items that you didn't need for the current craft. And if the craft is not done, it'll just say stored. So like, look at this craft that you have for the circuit assembler. There's already like a bunch of things here that aren't even integral to the current crafting process anymore. It just says stored. So what happens is they just get, put away whenever the craft is done. But yeah, you could just hide those, which is kind of great because you don't really need to see that a lot of the time anyway. So
how do I hide that?
It's 2.8.
Oh,
there'll be a toggle button somewhere. Okay. So that's a really cool feature. They totally should have put that on announcements.
Yeah. And Mr. Nibbles says, I've had the same problem, Cat, because you're taking it on and off multiple times a day. It can weaken the skin in that area. Sometimes I'll rotate the Band-Aid by 90 degrees whenever I replace it. But that's the weird thing. I was rotating it just so like my skin didn't get aggravated. My skin has welted from the Band-Aid, and it's like one of those fabric ones. Like I'm allergic to like latex, but I've never, with the fabric ones, I typically don't have a reaction to them. But this one, it was really bad. Like you take off the Band-Aid and everything just stays red. I've had a Band-Aid off of it for like 24 hours now, and it's just, you still see where the Band-Aids were, like in the rotated directions too. It's really funny.
Okay, Lori, you get to hear double then. There you go.
Music?
Yeah, it was the Terraria music. He was complaining about you talking over it.
Oh, it's because I don't hear music. Where is it?
Oh, no, he was complaining about me talking over it. Wait, no, my bad. Yeah. Can you not hear the music?
It's very, very quiet.
Oh, okay. Stop talking, streamer.
It's been a while since we played Terraria. And, when we played it, we didn't play with any mods. And I've heard people saying that when you play it with mods, like how much more enjoyable it is. If you guys have suggestions for mods to add to Terraria, let us know. Well, then sounds like you got to max out that volume so my wub box can do its wub. Calamity. As long as it doesn't add like giant spiders, we're good. Because those spider caves that we ran into on accident on our last playthrough, we had no idea that they were in there. That was not a fun time, guys. I've tried multiple times to play Terraria. I'm just not a fan of the 2D gameplay. I mean, I could see that. It is a little bit different, but I still thought it was fun. I've mentioned this game before, but have you checked out and assessed Tempers? Because it totally has like Terraria vibes, but it's not 2D. It's a lot of fun. Back freezer not running. Checks controller shut down 143 hours ago due to incomplete structure. That is a long time. Wait. How have you not noticed that sooner?
Were you literally not smelting anything for like an entire week or something?
And how did it just like randomly incomplete structure? Did something explode?
That's crazy. Chat, our computation stations are done. It's time. The Skypiercer. It's happening.
Woot.
Do we need this multi? No, we don't.
but it's going to look really cool.
Exactly. Well, it's going to be a flat pancake for a little while. Maybe whenever you like request your assembler casing for your first assembly line, maybe we just request an extra couple and give it a couple rings. We were looking at the tooltip for this thing the other day. The first ring is really, really good. Skypiercer Tower. Yeah, 1600% boost speed per ring. Stacks additively. That first ring is insane. Pierce the skies. To the skies. Oh, God, not this. Not these guys again.
They're crazy.
I wonder if a mob replicator over here would help. Chad, does anybody know?
No.
Where's Magic Man? Where's Tell? I don't know if a mob replicator would actually prevent these guys from spawning or not. Also, where is he?
I mean,
speaking of Magic
it wouldn't
Man,
hurt to try.
Ow. Yeah. Yeah, I should just request one up. Let's see. Can't see nothing.
While that cooks, take a peek at this.
It's getting a 1.0 release at the end of this year. Nice. Wait, do you own this S-Cat or you just talk about it?
Yeah, no, I own it.
Okay.
I've been playing it, but it's in beta right now. So they're still like actively adding things to it. Like I think they just had an update at the beginning of August. But yeah, they were talking about the final big release coming out at the end of the year. And I'm really, really excited about that.
Peaceful mode. Listen, we already have mob spawning off. That is true. Peaceful mode would do it. The peaceful mode would get rid of all of our little special mobs.
Oh yeah, that's true.
So we have what is it? Where is it? Azuna's got a mob over here. She's got Uwe trapped in a cage. What else is there? I think Mr. Nibbles has something. One of those stupid witchery mobs. From when you do the gardening with witchery.
Oh,
it's still over here. It's still over here.
here.
Yeah, dude. I don't even want to. I'm afraid to move this block, chat. It'll start.
I remember what it's called right now.
It'll start spazzing up around. Yeah, it's still there. Yeah, no peaceful mode for us. That's okay.
What is a mandrake? Thank you so much, Mr. Nibbles. I was like, I know this word. Why can't I remember what it's called?
I can confirm mob repliators will not work on the zombie call for help mechanic. That's brutal. Jeez. Oh, I need LV circuits. Microprocessor. Can we just make like hello? Oh. Can we just make like 1,000 of these? Is there a reason to not do this? Malachite dust. Yeah, let's just do it. God, we're waiting on a... Oh, Cat's Craft is... Okay, well, remind me to do that a little bit later, chat. We want to make one of those repliators. I do want to try that. See if that fixes it. But...
I don't have too much longer.
Did you finish the campaign last night? I did. And apparently, right after I fixed the campaign, they hotfixed they're like releasing a patch to fix the final cutscene to make it actually play. So when I finished it, and it just skipped a cutscene and then just sent me to this random place, like under the pyramid. Well, it wasn't random. It was like the end game place from last league. But I was just like, what the heck, dude? What happened? That was so anticlimactic. Yeah, overall though, dude, I gotta say, the interlude acts were pretty decent for temporary acts that are going away in the game later. I was impressed with those. We're talking about Path of Exile 2, by the way, chat. The new Act 4 is really, really good. I don't know if it'll be annoying later in the game when you're doing it for the 10th time, but first time, like, some of my favorite PoE campaign anything I've ever done. I really enjoyed it. What in the carnival music is this song? This is Super Mario Brothers Wonder. Isn't that the new one where like Mario can turn into like an elephant or something? Carnival music. Or where's the ice cream song? This playlist does have quite a few songs like that. That's a fun playlist.
Let's see.
Hey, Kat, your craft is done.
Hey.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm trying to add something really fast.
That's good. I just knew you'd be excited about your circuit assemblers.
I am. Now I got to make the assemblers. Let's see.
Kat, look, we're making microprocessors so fast.
About
look at that.
Whatchamacallit.
Awesome. Okay, I think I can make this now. Mob
Right?
Repilator. So even unpowered, it should have a 16 radius, I think, right? So if I pop that like right here, hopefully it works. Is that chunk loaded? I don't know if that's, yeah, it is chunk loaded. Okay, good. So we'll come back here in a bit. Actually, we're going to be hanging out here because this is where the Skypiercer Tower is going. Yo, Stardust, welcome back. Welcome back.
Ew. I don't like these creepy crawly things you're posting.
Wait, what? What are we doing?
I told them to share some mods for Terraria on Discord.
Oh, that's cool looking.
But then I was like,
this one though.
The one on the bottom I don't like. The one on top actually looks cool.
Yeah.
But I was like, why don't you share some mods with us for Terraria so we can like try and, you know,
yeah,
check out some fun things to do with Terraria.
This reminds me of one of those like enemies from one of those bullet hell games or something. That's cool.
Oh, wait. And then I need 12.
All right, chat. We got it. Skypiercer Tower controller block. It is done. It is finished. Where's my quest? Where's my dopamine? Adidia.
Denied.
Adidia. Oh, we already completed it earlier. Oops.
Oh, whoopsie.
Oopsie. Also, primordial disjunctus. Okay. You know what? I'm going to get my dopamine fix this way. There we go. Beautiful. All right.
Okay, that was a crab. Okay. Red wrench strikes again. Been enjoying it even when my character gets soft off quickly. I was able to fix it, but yeah, that was interesting.
There we go, chat. That's where we're placing it. What's up?
What did you make the 3 diamond lenses for, Mr. Nibbles?
Just realized I have to do HV power now. Yep. Time to make some new generators or turbines or whatever your persuasion is. I think this is everything that we need, chat. We made this stuff yesterday, I think. And we're just making the tier 1. Unfortunately, we don't have any assembler casings to make the rings yet, but this would be a good start. Boom. So far, so good. Oh. What are you complaining about? What are you missing? Oh, it's the, so there are, I think, 4 niter total that require making them electric clouds. Yep. So we have to do this number right here. I guess we'll go ahead and do all 4 of these. We'll go ahead and place these down. If you don't know what that is, chat, there are a couple twist multis that require this. So let me get rid of these blocks here real quick. All you have to do, and they look really cool too. All you have to do is get a large lithium battery. I don't think medium works. I think it has to be large, which we don't have. Oh, good. What? Wait, maybe medium does work. Hold on. Old. Oh, it doesn't work. Wait, what are we spam? Wait, what? I think what happened is I made one for my EV laser engraver and then forgot. Then made one for my EV laser engraver and then forgot. And then made one for my EV laser. Okay.
Yep. It happens.
That is a quite the lapse.
Well, I mean, it's so easy to like
Wait.
scroll in GTNH anyway, so it's very easy to be
Oh,
like,
no, very
I need
true.
this thing, and then you misplace it or something. Listen, I make no claim to intelligence.
What? Just persistence. Okay, there we go. There we go.
Deja vu must have been going hard.
My gosh. Time to have a quick lie down. So I need a large battery hole. And then like stack of lithium dust. Don't gotta be smart for GTNH, just determined. I think I think a base level of intelligence is required.
So I see like in this little section over here, it talks about dimethylbenzene, but we already have this as like a byproduct from stuff. So do I need to still like make this? Or can I just pull from?
Yeah, no, you're just gonna pull from benzene.
Okay.
So here's what's funny, Kat, is there might be a situation. It's going to be tough, but there might be a situation where with some of these distillation towers, we want to actually start voiding benzene and start not voiding dimethylbenzene.
That sounds
right
very bizarre.
Because we only use so much benzene now. We don't want the benzene being maxed out to prevent us from making dimethyl, right?
Yeah. I mean, that does make sense.
So, but it feels weird to say that.
Yeah,
but
it does. We are now too rich in benzene.
Yep.
Who would have thought?
Yep. All right, time to go use my LV canning machine. For poor chat. This is all we have.
What?
I need a large lithium battery, and I need to use the canning machine, the basic canning machine.
Do we not have a better one?
I don't think so. Canning. You got a fluid canner, but that's not the same thing.
Here, I will make a better one. How about that?
There's a multi.
Do we actually need that right now?
Right now, I guess not. No.
Then, yeah, I'll just do this.
Actually, what is it called, chat? I can't find it right now. Oh, hey, it's another Terraria song. There you go. From Terraria Calamity.
Hey,
there you go.
They're talking about that in Discord. I did make a channel on Discord for Terraria, so people can share like mod suggestions on there.
That's a good idea. Yeah, it's a pretty popular game, all things considered.
And they're talking about Calamity in there, so that and getting the Calamity music to go with it as well.
Oh, here we go, Kat. It's called the Turbo Can Pro. It's a beautiful looking multi.
Turbo Can Pro.
Yeah, thank you, Rexy. Yeah. No canning machine, but many cannot machines. Definitely been there before. What's up, Nth Carpet?
Oh, that's fun.
DM Dokuro, the composer of the original Calamity soundtrack, did an amazing job with the music for that mod. It's very catchy.
Oh, you could have made this in HV.
Yep. Yep.
I mean, I feel like we just don't do a lot with canning.
Yeah, but then the times that we do need it, then we're going back to an LV canning machine. It's like,
Well, I'm about to hook us up with an IV one.
okay.
We'll be fine.
You might as well. All right, chat, here we go. We got our large lithium battery, so all we have to do is come over here to our niter and right click. And there we go. Boom. Also, it's getting foggy.
Oh,
the mob replicator did not work. It definitely did not work.
Oh, no.
Good times. I love getting cobwebs all in the air around my base. Fantastic.
So are you regretting
Stop moving around, you freaking
that decision to make that
no
right at a focal point?
No, because honestly, once we make this thing, Cat, I'm probably never going to come over here again.
So. You can just admire it from a distance.
Yeah, basically. Yeah. My GTNH world still doesn't have a canning multi-block. Never been my bottleneck. UV, by the way. Yep. I feel like there's something later that requires it, but yeah, I don't know.
It's like I don't really remember us having that multi-block in our Neo Tokyo run, but I'm sure there were a lot of machines I didn't know about because I wasn't anywhere really near machines.
Did I really not make the alchemical constructs?
Let's go, Mr. Nibbles. Radon loop.
Nice.
Now just make sure you don't ever lose power. And when you're like swapping your power and stuff, you take everything out so you don't like lose your stuff.
Yeah, and also the sooner you get that, the 64 plutonium-239 to do the better recipe, the better. So much nicer. Wait, what is this block? What? Block of iron. Okay. Block of iron. I guess we can get that. Fluid canner mode for coolant cells. Yeah, that might have been the reason. Yeah.
I genuinely wonder how anyone could play this game on hardcore. The amount of times I've died is unimaginable.
There are select people who have enjoyed it. At least I think they've enjoyed it. Oh, not you. Dude, I just killed one of you.
The fun thing with that machine is you need two of them for the canner and fluid canner.
Yeah, because you can't do both. You turn on one mode with a screwdriver.
Yeah. Kind of like with the bending and the forming press.
Exactly.
Oh, dude. Gaming news. They just announced Blueprints coming to PS5.
Oh, nice. I'm surprised it was not on there already.
I need to get back into Blueprints. I went like so hardcore for a little while and then I just got distracted.
What am I missing here? I'm still complaining.
You guys really need better crossbows.
Yeah. Chat, I have block of iron. What's the problem? I'm so confused, dude. Hold on. Let's go layer by layer. Wait, that's 9 block of iron.
You need 9.
It wasn't placing any of them, though. That was the problem. But yeah, you're right. I totally missed a block of iron. I guess I'll place them down manually. I don't know if there's a weird chisel thing I needed to do with it. I mean, it wasn't showing up in any eye, so... Oh, I already had them in my inventory. Oops. Okay, what about now? You happy now? It's happy now. Okay. It just did not want to place those for whatever reason. Same with the beacon, apparently. There's a bacon. What does that say? I can't read. Please give me what's in the bag. Chewy, yummy, smoky bacon.
I was just thinking, I was like, this sounds so much like that commercial.
And we've come full circle. Yeah. Chat, if you don't know what I mean, don't worry about it. Oh god, is it going to complain about the beacon? Because of freaking, oh god, we've had this problem before. So it's complaining about the beacon because of et futurum. Because et futurum changed the beacons. Which means that this is not going to want to autoplay. So even if I put the beacon there, it still doesn't want to go. Now, I think what I could do is go into creative, and then the projector will work, I think. So let's try that. And then we can just like delete anything in our inventory. Let's see. Yeah, creative. Projector also complains about a block missing when another type is missing. Yep. Yep. It is very, very annoying. Yo, Quird, what's up? Thank you for the follow.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Oh, okay. No. It totally worked this time. Yep. All right. That's fine though, chat. Although it's still saying incomplete structure. Huh. I wonder what's wrong. I don't see any red squares in the projection. Do y'all see one, chat? I mean, it got everything all the way back here. It also didn't say complete multi-block whenever we did this with the projector. It usually says that in the chat. So, a bit sus. Let's go ahead and delete all of our blocks here, though. Yep. We can try... getting rid of the controller block, putting it back. We don't have a structure, update structure button in this interface. Oh no, not again. Hell's blazes, quite literally. Hellish fiend.
So funny. It's
Wait.
like your own in-game troll.
Wait, it was getting foggy, but there's no guy. I'm so confused. Okay, that's fine.
So, do you think maybe it's not happy about the, what are they called? Ether? Those little flames that you got there?
I don't think so. Let's check real quick. So they don't really show up in the visualization correctly, unfortunately. But if I do it layer by layer, you can see in this particular layer, it shows 8 Nidor, even though it doesn't really show you. So yeah, it is a little finicky in that regard. But I mean, it definitely shows you in the projection. Weird. So they're all in the correct spot for sure. Minimap shows it. That's probably it. Oh, I do. Yeah, no, you're right. Nth carpet needs inputs, outputs. You know, GI, I didn't even think about that. I think you're right. Yeah, that can oftentimes be the case. Yeah, good call. My brain's a little fried right now.
I feel your pain, baby. Sorry.
Well, you have an excuse. I don't have a good excuse. Okay, so let's take a look at the tooltip for this. So essentially output hatch. So yeah, we'll make another one of those EMI output hatches like we did with the disjunctus. Essentially output hatch EMI. Yep. Oh no, we need leather again, chat. Oh no.
How's the bee coming?
Uh-huh. Gimme. Back to basics. You love to see it. Come here, cows. Dinner
I
time.
think I saw one hanging out at the temple.
Oh, I'll go purge it in a second.
Purge it.
Just needs phosphoric acid and cotton. Artificial leather. I don't know if I've ever made that before. We can take a look at that in a second. We needed, ow,
Wow, you guys are
12 leather.
blowing up in the Terraria chat.
Nice. Ah, there we go. Artificial leather. Woven cotton and PVC. You know what? That's probably a good idea, Rexy. The feed station. Powered cow spawner. True,
Can I
true.
interest you in our Lord and Savior, the feed station?
Those would both be good options. Let's see. Oh, that's where our timewood clocks went. I forgot about this. Oh, you know what? We actually might need more cotton for that thermal padding tier 3. How expensive is that? The thermal cloth. Oh, yeah, we can just recycle our current thermal padding for that. Yeah. Yeah, that was definitely not phosphoric acid. Oh, no, you're thinking of when you turn leather into tanned leather, Rexy. That uses phosphoric acid in the chemical bath. Thermal clocks and cotton fields make quick work of that. Yeah, yeah. So we put those there. We were able to get cotton pretty quickly, but I don't think we even need that at this point.
Lori says, also, Kat, my first message in the channel is my recommendation for like first Calamity experience that doesn't break the experience of it too much. Okay. Thank you for that. And I saw they were like recommending harder ones to add, and you're like, probably better to start with just Calamity. So thank you for saying that as well. So that way I know not to touch those first.
Let's see, chat. How are we providing Essentia to the Industrial Alchemy Tower? I think it's that's just an infusion provider. Is that what we have to use? I can't remember. So there's Essentia provider, but then there's also this. I guess we'll try it. Also said it wanted an input bus. We'll just do a normal one. What's the lowest energy? Can we do EV energy for this? Yeah, we can. Time to go steal another dragon egg.
Oh my God, seriously?
I'll fix it this week. Don't worry, Kat.
He just keeps taking them.
I do what I want.
Apparently.
Okay. And then infusion provider. There we go.
I swear, after stream today, I have to just like cook up a ton of like tungsten and tungsten steel and graphene and just like let them cook overnight.
Is the fluid extractor doing work or something right now? What's going on?
I don't know.
Not doing anything. Wait, what?
Not doing anything at all.
Oh, because I need red steel from the EBF. Yeah, EBF is cooked or cooking. Okay, that's okay. We'll go ahead and put all of our other hatches on there. Yeah, I'm trying to make one Essentia output hatch, Cat, for the Skypiercer Tower, and then I think it'll work after that. Nice base. Yo, Fabian, thank you.
Thank
Appreciate
you.
that. Yeah, Kat and I have put, I would say probably half of our playtime here has probably been building. Something like that. Definitely a big work in progress. We have a lot of these buildings to still place, but we've been trying to let everybody have their own home and Twitch channel points. We got a lot of homes here so far. And then big temple for the multis, and then new building in progress over here for auto crafting. Got the rocket center over here. Get a big area over here. This is going to be a twist multi-block eventually. The nano core, I think it's called. This is kind of like our main center. Got a lot going on.
Stardust, I totally appreciate you chiming in the Terraria chat.
What is going on over there?
Schmev is in there too. Annie even popped in. I mean, I didn't realize people were enjoying it that much.
And Terraria is such an old game too. I mean, it's kind of like Minecraft in a way, I guess.
I really haven't played very much of it, so I don't know too much about it. Like we just did like maybe 2 nights of variety play with it, but we didn't get very far. But it seemed really cool. Like it totally seems like a game I would enjoy. I just haven't spent time with it.
So chat, it says any casing. Does that mean any magical machine casing, I guess? Hopefully this works.
What shade, Mr. Nibbles? Mr. Nibbles posted in the chat, I'm bad at Terraria combat like Cat is bad at Minecraft combat.
Damn. That's brutal.
Dude, but guys, anyone that's seen me do combat in Minecraft knows
it's true.
I'm atrocious.
Oh no. Yeah. Chat, I'm having a bad time over here. Okay. Okay, so we just need the Sitch output hatch. There we go. Got it.
Oh, I don't take it as an insult or anything, Mr. Nibbles. I will like 100% fess up to being awful at Minecraft combat.
Apologize for not talking in chat. Yeah, no. But feel free to lurk anytime. That goes for anybody. Now, you're a good Stardust. 2K hours in T mod loader. This is not working. This is definitely not working.
That's a while that is not wanting to.
When it says any casing, I have a feeling it does not mean magical machine casing. It means something else. Like the chemically inert casing or something like that.
I would think more like that.
Let's
Yeah, right. Where is Tell when you need his wisdom? We're so used to like going to Tell.
Did he? I don't even know
magic?
if he. I don't even know if he made this particular one. Or the disjunctus. I mean, you really don't need them. Okay.
Can you flash the tooltip for a sec so I can screenshot it?
Yeah, so it just says any casing, right? Wait, no, wait, I must have looked at the wrong multi-block chat. No, it says chemically inert machine casing. Oh my god, okay. No, we're fine. We're okay, we got there. All right. I don't want to hear it.
Oh my god. It's just one of those days, babe. Okay.
I feel like I've had quite a few of those days recently. But you know what? It's okay. Okay.
Reading is hard. We're streamers. We're not supposed to read, right?
Exactly. Thank you. Oh god, not again. Where is
I was doing that last night looking at the wrong tooltips. It's so easy to do.
Okay. So, yeah, we don't want rain to get on the energy hatch, I think this block is safe right here.
Isn't it already raining right now?
It is. I need some EV cable here real quick.
With all the love in the world, Ben.
What am I looking at? Is this LeVar Burton? Go read a book, you
Reading
illiterate son of a bitch,
Rainbow.
and step up, yo vocab. Thank you. Thank you, Jordy LaForge. Thank you.
Dude, Reading Rainbow was amazing.
My childhood.
Did you watch Reading Rainbow?
Hell yeah, I did. I did read at one point in my life, okay?
I'm surprised.
Uh-huh.
No. Like I mentioned before, like y'all would have probably laughed a lot if you would have seen our bookcase. Like our bookcases. I think we had 4 bookcases in total that were just filled with all kinds of books.
Now they're in storage, collecting mold,
Yep.
probably, or something.
More than likely.
uh,
Wishbone. Oh my gosh. I haven't thought about Wishbone in so long. That was
Same.
cute.
Okay. Input bus, energy hatch, infusion provider, Essentia output hatch. Now, last time it told me infusion provider, it didn't mean infusion provider. It meant this thing, infusion. Oh wait, that does say infusion provider. Okay, never mind. Forget I said anything. I think it might be formed. Hold on. Where's the controller? Here it is. Still says incomplete structure. Let's replace this. No, still incomplete structure. I was doing that last night looking at the wrong tooltips. Okay, it's not just me. Okay.
You are not alone, babe.
Does it not like the Essentia output hatch, maybe? Because that's like the only block that doesn't look like it's formed correctly, maybe? Maybe we could try both. Essentia output hatch. I'm just gonna cheat this in just to try, chat. Gonna experiment here just a little bit. Essentia output hatch.
And looks like we've got ads coming in just a minute.
No, it doesn't care. It does not care. But yeah, we'll be back in a bit, chat. If you get caught up in those ads. Just trying to troubleshoot this thing. We have input bus. We have energy hatch. Those are both formed. It also says hollow. That's kind of weird. Oh, hey. It's Hollow Knight.
Oh, this is Hollow Knight music?
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, first quad EBF with all nichrome coils. Power just barely able to keep it going. Hey, that's so great, though.
Made the Iowa with just 2 fluid regulators, 3 machine controllers, always max chances. Nice. Nice. That definitely sounds way simpler than what I did. I just knew that what I did worked. And it's a callback to the way the Eye of Harmony works. Although there will be an easier way to do that as well when 2.8 comes out.
That'll be nice. Think about Eye of Harmony. Part of my soul dies.
When this music starts playing full in Hollow Knight, maybe my favorite moment in the game. Yeah, City of Tears moment is pretty freaking good. Yep. It was the first time that I do take notice of music in games a lot. It was the first time that I did think, oh, this music is actually really, really good. The music in Hollow Knight is mostly not... It's not like, oh, this is such a banger track. It's just kind of atmospheric more than anything else. So, you know, it's easy to not think about it in particular. It just kind of blends well. Yeah, there is no music on YouTube. Sorry. Yeah, anybody watching on YouTube or Kick or the Twitch VOD. We mostly try to play like, you know, copyright free stuff, but it's just kind of a, you know, for good measure. Don't want any problems. Again with this guy. Doesn't know when to quit.
You legit to quit? What?
Chat, any ideas? I'm kind of stumped on this thing. Essential output edge, fusion provider. We got both of those. And they all replace the chemically inert machine casing. We can try this again. Now, it's complaining about the essential output hatch. I don't know why it would do that, though.
And Lori asked, so Kat, what's your evil biome of choice, Crimson or Corruption? If you're talking about Terraria stuff, I have no idea. I haven't even gotten that far. Like,
yeah,
we
just didn't play enough of it.
Just barely got into our like the ground underneath our house. We didn't get very far at all.
Oh, it's complaining about the beacon again. I wonder. Or is it? Hold on. I can't freaking see because of this guy. I'm about to turn on peaceful mode.
My guess would be Corruption for Cat, since Crimson got them wall spiders. Yeah, if there are spiders, you know that's not going to be my favorite Lori.
Yeah, no, I've already tried the hatch in like multiple places. I mean, we can try like right here. See, it doesn't matter where this is. It starts to complain about it. Unfortunately, we can try the other hatch. It complains about that one too. So I think it's just one of those quirks. It's just going to complain no matter what about those. See, I think it is complaining about the beacon. This could be another et futurum issue, unfortunately. Get rid of that for a second.
All right, babe. You have a canning machine set up.
Oh, nice. Thank you, Kat. Now, we did go and change some config or something. I think it was Tell who helped me with this some time ago. That we were having a problem where this altar with the beacons was not working in Blood Magic. And it was the same issue as like at the, you know, the et futurum beacon thing. But we were able to do some config that fixed it. I'm gonna replace that real quick.
Figure out where I want to set this up at.
This may be one of those circumstances, chat, where I don't know, we just have to figure out something weird to do behind the scenes, config-wise, to make this work, or maybe this is just going to be an issue until 2.8, and new version of Twist with 2.8. Who knows?
Traylon says you change the config of the Blood Magic altar to look for the new type of beacon instead.
Oh, okay, so that's why. So maybe there is something in the Twist. Is there a Twist config? I don't even know, dude. So we might have to investigate that some. So a little bit anticlimactic today, but I think that is the problem. I think that is what's going on here. So.
Were you going to use this for anything, like actually,
No.
or were you just using this
No.
aesthetically? Then it's okay. If
No,
it
but
doesn't.
it's okay. But I want it to work. It's like the primordial disjunctus.
You're not
like
gonna
I'm
use
just,
it.
Yes. I want to figure it out. But yeah, again, if it's this kind of issue, there's probably nothing I can do at the moment. But it's okay. Not the end of the world. Need to find the item ID you changed to blood magic, put that in the config for this build. Yep. Yeah, we'll do a little searching. I don't know if that's gonna happen today or tonight, but we'll try to do that sometime. Uninstall Ed Futurum. I think that'd probably be a bad idea.
No.
But don't worry, chat. I mean, these issues will no longer be the case, I would assume, in the next couple weeks. So I'm not too worried about it. What I need to do is take a sip of coffee. And yeah, Mr. Extreme, I see your message from earlier. Yeah, we did try both hatches. And yeah, don't have, well, is there a way to have the beacon not active? I mean, I have to have the iron blocks are part of the multi, so how do you deactivate a beacon without messing with the blocks? Chat, I have no idea how beacons work. This game.
We're not big on vanilla, guys.
Yeah. One thing though, Vin, what does it do if you put the output where you provide, where the provider is? I'm wondering if it's being weird because it's on the edge. It's possible. Like that. Yeah, that'd be crazy because the input bus is just sitting on the edge, right? Yeah, I don't think it cares. Worth a try. Does the projector auto place the beacon? Actually, it did. So when I went into create, well, it wasn't. So yeah, here's what was happening: is it was not auto placing it in survival, even though I had it in my inventory. So I went into creative, and that will just kind of conjure everything out of thin air. And then I deleted all my extra items. And that did place a beacon down.
Oh, interesting.
You try replacing the magic casing with the Essential Hatch. I don't think that would work in the car because it does say rather explicitly replaces chemically inert machine casing. So I'm 99% sure it's the beacon. Because if I get rid of this real quick. So if I get just like a chemically inert machine casing, for some reason it does complain about the Essential Hatch too, but I don't think that's the problem. What it will complain about next is that beacon right there, as you can see. So that's what makes me think it's... Yeah, hatch location is correct. Yeah. Oh, Chad, who knows? It's one of those things. We could fiddle around with this for another 15 minutes and probably still not have it working, and that's okay. Because I do think the beacon is the problem. So we'll just move on. It might be like a primordial disjunctive situation where, you know, I come back the next day. We've got it all figured out. I love how this thing is on and it's just like doing nothing for me. But it's free power, so it's fine. weird shenanigans on how the extreme industrial greenhouse, you have to level the fertilized dirt. You have to level the, oh, like you have to like use a hoe on it or something? Oh, that's crazy. Oh wait, no, I do remember doing this. Yeah, you're talking about the EIG, right? Yeah. Yeah, that is what you said. Yeah. I do remember having some issues getting that to form, yeah. Kat, how are things going on your end?
Doing good. I am just trying to get some energy hatches together. Starting to work on this stuff right here.
Oh yeah, PBI stuff, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't think you'll have too hard of a time with it. It's just kind of have to grind it out, do the work. But it's way more straightforward than Flatline, to the point where like you don't need a subnet for it or anything. It's not that big of a deal. Let's see. Oh yeah, one other thing I wanted to do is make a little artificial leather recipe. Now polyvinyl chloride. Okay, yeah, we are keeping that in liquid form. Perfect. And that was chemical bath? Yes. There we go. So I guess the question is like, what recipes are we using right now that use leather, or the tan leather that could use artificial leather instead? Or is it a case where we just want to use artificial leather for the tan leather instead? I think that's what we want to do. Yeah. So if we go and replace the current recipe for tanned leather with this one instead, 2 of these. Hopefully we never have to worry about cows again. Such things are beneath us now. I love the lyrics of the song.
Alveary formed. Congrats.
Are you talking about one of those meme Jurassic Park theme videos? Holy bleeping shit. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah. That's a classic. Yep, second alveary. Yeah, you're going to start snowballing out of control pretty soon with those, Kraylin. Once you get a couple set up, you're in good shape. I assume you're using the ones that you're putting up to, like, make more alvearies, basically. So, like, I think one of the first things we did with our first one was honey. It's like a saffron bee or something like that. And then machinist was also a really good one, because you get some seed oil out of that in addition to some other stuff. And then imperial industrious. After that, I think I needed a second one for honey after that. So it was like 2 saffron bees, 1 machinist. Actually, was the machinist quick enough to make the pollen cluster and the royal jelly? It might have been. I can't remember. No, you know what, Rexy? We never tried, or no, I think we did try that. There was some reason we couldn't get it to work. Chat, was anybody around for that? I guess it was back in like June or something. We tried to make the machinist work. Why wouldn't it work?
I don't remember.
I think we were trying to use the effect from an alveary, but it didn't work with an alveary. It like only worked with an apiary or something. It's supposed to work. No, we mainly just did, so it's supposed to speed up machines, Mr. Nibbles. It kind of act like a world accelerator anyway, but it'll actually like work on like a Gregtech single block is my understanding. But yeah, we mainly just did the machinist for the goodies that you get from it. Honestly, it's especially nice for the diamantine electron tubes, because the only way you can make those normally is with the long diamond rods, which you can only make from flawless diamond. And at that particular point in the game, you might not have, you know, an endless supply of flawless diamond. So yeah, this recipe right here. So it's definitely nice just to have those around. But yeah, chat, we might use more of these industrial apiaries going forward as well, since we got the first one going. For anybody who wasn't here at the beginning, we had not had the explosive bee running for some time. So I made our first industrial apiary, and we're getting like, I don't know, a TNT every like 0.8 seconds or something like that. It's good enough for, and honestly, that's probably going to be good enough for all the rockets we have to do in the future. We could just let this run continuously. I'm trying to think if there's anything else that we need to put in here. You know what? Something does actually come to mind that we need from bees quicker. And that is sulfur dust. Cat, I think this time yesterday, we're at 16,000 sulfur dust. And now we're at 4,200. And you're using this for the blazing pyrotheum.
Yeah, we are.
What I'm trying to say is I think we're screwed if I don't put a sulfur bee in here.
Yep, might be. I'm glad you saw that.
Might be, yes. Good pun. So, I've got to figure out a way to get the sulfur comb to... Let me think about this. Does it need... Oh, it doesn't even need jubilance. That's great. That's good. You know what? I think I did actually make a second sulfur bee in an alveary, but yeah, it's just not anywhere close enough. The pea puns never get old. It's true. It's true. Been doing them for years. That's a pun I can get behind. Where second sulfur? There it is, right there. Wait, why aren't you doing the thing? Oh God. Chat, it hasn't been working this whole time. Who did this?
I wonder.
Ugh. Be careful with using too many. That's true. That's true. All right. Let's put those in there. So the concern though is I don't think that even with the second alveary going, it's probably not going to be fast enough to keep up with what we're doing. But I don't know. Maybe I should just like chill on this for a bit. Cat, maybe we check in a little while and see if we're above 4,500. I'll write that number down. 4,500 sulfur dust at September 3rd, 3 p.m. Okay. Yeah, we'll see. If that's not going to work out though, we're going to run out of that fairly quickly. In which case, I'll just probably put it in the I'll probably replace the explosive bee down here with the sulfur for a little while. Probably the play. Are there any special biome conditions? Hot, normal? I think I put stats on it. I think it should be fine. Yeah. Doesn't need jubilance, so that should be good. I'm trying to think if there's anything else really big. You know, we got the Skypiercer Tower. Once we get the layers on this, chat, it's going to look way cooler. I love how we got like several beacon effects over here. You know something's going on here.
Spider-Man?
This is the Spider-Man theme, yes.
Okay. I was like, I swear I hear Spider-Man.
Spider-Man theme does whatever a Spider-Man theme does. But yeah, we'll get more of those rings up. That's going to look really good. Kat, you want to end a little bit early? I know you were feeling a little bit under the weather today. But
Yeah,
you've been,
sorry, I've been a little
trooper.
quiet today, guys.
Honestly, you
I've
were
been trying.
more talkative than I expected. So big props to Kat. Hopefully she'll be feeling better between now and tomorrow.
Fingers crossed. Yeah, I am trying to finish getting this set up really fast. Let's see, where did my toolbox go?
Chat, what's Old Potato doing? He's actually playing GTNH. Imagine playing GTNH. We'll go raid Potato. Chat, thank you for hanging out today. And thank you for all the subs and the donations and stuff. Kat and I very much appreciate it. We did not expect to be where we are right now with our sub goals. This has been wild.
Yeah.
We really, really appreciate it. And we got work to do. We got our work cut out for us. I might go find an IQ test for us tomorrow.
That'll be funny.
If we're of, the right mindset. Y'all are going to make fun of us. We're going to have like sub 100 IQ. Y'all are going to laugh at us. Oh no.
I wonder how much mine has dropped since college.
That's what I'm wondering too, because I remember mine. You don't remember your number. I remember my number last time I took one.
I remember my number.
Oh, you do? Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm just not even going to say it because I'm sure
I know, right?
great.
I'm afraid. Yeah. Wait. Should we drop them before people get the opportunity to make fun of us tomorrow? IQ tests online mean nothing. No, that's true. That's true. But it'd just be a funny comparison. The old number versus the new number. Anyway. We'll send you all to Potato. You all have a good night, okay? We'll see you tomorrow.
Bye, guys.
Peace.